Hey there, welcome to The Curious Goods. I'm Daniel Mallet, and thanks for joining us after a really awesome break in the new year. So I just want to start by thanking a few people here, a few companies and people that have been really generous to us on Twitter. First, I want to thank Libris Arcana. They've been really generous with us, and they've given us a weekly blog to be able to recap the week's events. So thank you so much to Libris Arcana. You can go check out their wares. They sell D&D related products as well as dice. So if you are heavily into the dice and just want to creep their stuff, there's lots of dice porn for you to look at. So you can check them out at librisarcana.com. There's also a couple people I really want to give a shout out to, and they are Keith and Jess, and they are with, they have founded a company called the Underground Oracle. They do supplements and stuff for D&D 5e, and they have some really nice things to add into your world. You can check them out at Patreon if you want to support them, patreon.com/undergroundoracle, and you can find them on Twitter at UO Publishing. You can find a link to their to where their wares are on their Twitter. Also, Chris London at chrislondon.film on Twitter. He was a great help last week helping me out with a bunch of sound stuff. He performs with the Natural Ones on Twitch Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern. And their channel is twitch.tv/natural_ones_. And lastly, our artist, Erie Escobar. She's helped us bring another one of our characters to digital life, and I really want to say thanks, Erie, for putting up with my notes and all that kind of stuff. So I really appreciate it, and I hope you guys are going to love this character as much as we do. You can check her art out on Twitter at NoxBatty. At NoxBatty. So I guess that's it. And maybe we can open up the shot to everyone, Yinbei, and we will just do a round of intros of everyone at the table. So
are we live? Can they see us?
I think we're on a 7-second delay. Yes, they can see us now. Hey,
hello.
There we are. So, as I said, I'm Daniel Mallet. I'm the DM for the evening, and we'll just go around the table to...
All right. Patrick. I'm playing Tharnus, the half-elven archer who recently learned some magical tricks with his arrows and blew up a bird.
Yeah.
Looking forward to more of that.
Very disappointed with that. I am Chelsea Stite. I am playing Leaf, the Warforged monk, who's going through a little bit of emotional puberty at the moment.
Teen angst.
Real mad at everybody.
Hi, I'm Justin Stone. I'm playing Barak, the level 3 swashbuckler, and I would like to shout out to my friend Derek Ali, who painted this incredible little guy over the holidays. I don't know if you can see that or not. I am also usually the target of Leaf's anger.
And rightly so.
Yeah, I mean, more often than not, it's my fault.
And we do have another cast member joining us tonight, but at the moment he is not at our table, but he will be joining us post-haste. So, with that said, let us do the recap. So, last we left off, our adventurers had returned the Reaver's Loom to Jesselyn at the Curious Goods. The loom was an object discovered to be able to produce works of art that were also a glimpse into a potential and possible future. But it had also been twisted through unknown means to be a doorway to beings from the far realm, known as the Sochar. With it sealed in the basement vaults at the Curious Goods, you were given a stipend and another task by Jesselyn. Jesselyn also gave one of your friends, Sim, a lead on someone she's been searching for. And with your paths leading north to Roshawn and hers heading east towards the Seagrass Cove, you bid a heartfelt goodbye. And by her wild shaping into an awakened shrub and with the aid of a gust cantrip, On the Wind made her exit.
Yeah, it was epic. It was an epic exit.
Yeah.
She could do that the whole time, apparently. But.
Yeah, I know. She was
Just
sitting
never
in a
thought-
wagon with us idiots.
Never thought to-
You missed it. We had $100 million production. It was better than any Marvel film.
Pretty amazing. But it also reduced you guys to 3 members. The journey was looking to be a long one, and you took it upon yourself, without asking, to take a pair of horses that belonged to Daxel May, the former owner of the Reaver's Loom. And with that, you headed north to Roshawn. Along the way, you had a bird shooting competition. And the night just before the final, and you guys are on the night just before the final leg of your journey. So, as the rain continues to pour on you, the 2 moons on opposite sides of the sky, almost full, but obscured due to the cloud cover. The clouds, they give this slight emissive tinge to the lining of them. The cold chilling your teeth, they chatter as you all are contending with those elements. With the exception of Leaf. The water just seems to wash down all your surfaces. You're generally unbothered.
Barely notice.
Yep. With the water just, as I said, washing down the surfaces. The dead water buffalo-like creature lies upon the ground.
Oh.
The crimson dripping off of it, from the arrow wound and the crossbow bolt sticking out of it, which mix with the rain and make a pinkish waterfall pooling on the ground around it. Leaf has just gotten up to check on the situation, as there was some rustling heard. And Leaf, you heard several high-pitched, gravelly noises off in the distance. It's hard to make out the words. They aren't very loud, and they're off in the distance, as I said. And the words, it's hard to recognize them, but you get the syntax to be that of Goblin. And just as you're about...
I can speak Goblin.
Just as you're about to get up, you feel a small hand on the side of your back. And what do?
Leaf immediately just like grabs the hand and pulls it forward.
And with that,
As you pull her forward, you see an old grizzled elf who looks an awful lot like this guy, who says, "Ah, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Ah,
What are you 2 doing?
What are you doing? What did you do?
I didn't... That... Yeah,
What did you do?
It was me. I won the competition, but
That's not how I remember it.
mine hit first. Closer to the... No, who are you?
son, it's me.
What?
From all those years, I finally found you." And then suddenly his face changes to that more of like a gray elf, and he's just like, kidding, I'm someone else entirely. First impression, so important. What are you guys up to?
Should I kill him? Can I kill... I'm gonna pull my sword out.
okay, pulls his sword out.
Who killed?
Whoa, hold on. I didn't know you had daddy issues like
I don't
that.
like daddy jokes.
Really?
Fair enough.
But you often ask the ladies to call you daddy, and I
That's
always
me
thought that
making the joke, Leaf. It's different if you make the joke
see.
or receive the joke.
I've learned. Thank you, friend Barrack.
Who are you?
Well, who are you?
Hold on with the knives. My name's Slady, okay?
Slady OK. That's a weird name.
That is a weird name.
Slady OK.
Nice to meet you, friend Slatey.
Okay.
Knife.
Yeah.
What brings you to this rainy wood?
You know what? I was just coming down from Roshawn as a simple tailor myself, and heard that there were some goblins in this area. I tried to sneak around to avoid them, but based on that high-pitched squealing, it looks like I snuck more in their vicinity.
Is that what that noise is?
Yes.
Goblins, eh?
And just as you guys are having this conversation, an arrow comes right by your face and misses you.
Did you do that?
No.
It wasn't my fault, eh?
Doc!
I would have hit you.
Oh, good point. Okay.
Slady goes prone.
Okay, and with that, we're gonna go into some initiative.
Great.
We're
Starting
not messing
hot.
around here.
Yeah.
What about the buffalo thing we killed? I'm gonna dive behind the buffalo.
Leaf's gonna be real annoyed when he notices that.
It's dark.
Looking for
Can
dinner.
Leaf see in the dark?
I think we were hungry.
Oh, Leaf did not do well.
Oh damn! I forgot my little things up here. So we're gonna. Sorry about that.
Natural 20. Ba-bam.
Natural 1.
First one of the year.
Oh, nice way to start it out.
First
So
roll
what
of the
is
year.
what is the total with your? You don't get to double dice unfortunately on this. So 20 plus.
Where's my
So I'll just
initiative?
put Barrick first because that's happening. You got 4 total. Natural 20 and a natural 1.
Where are you getting that from? Oh, yeah, right.
Initiative
Okay,
right
yeah,
at the top.
23.
Okay,
5.
I'm
25.
still a
Isn't it this
little
one?
Your initiative
distracted
is
by
plus
the
5.
new guy.
Right.
it's over on the side there.
Yeah, by
Oh,
armor.
Yeah,
The
and
biggest one.
yourself 5 total. Oh,
Wow,
it's
you
the
get to
low
go
ones.
before me.
11.
11. Okay, so
Karma for your attitude.
okay, and then we
We're
got,
talking about karma.
and then we got.
You just wait and
Karma
see what happens
loves
next.
me.
Oh, you want Leaf to go after you? That's it. All right,
So around
we're
here.
starting.
So around here, you guys have trees that are about 20 feet apart. We're not going to do a map for this. It's all going to be up here.
Okay.
So you got about 3 or 4 trees around you where your encampment is with a campfire. But you guys can see some goblins are about 30 feet away. There seems to be about 9 of them coming in. And you just glance the arrow, manage to dodge out of the way. but
Oh, I
you
see
get-
very well in the dark, too.
You've got you can see them. They're you don't see there seem to be like spread out in a bit of a circle or a bit of a semicircle around. So
Classic ambush maneuver.
it is they tried but failed. So you can make the first attack.
Their first mistake was shouting at each other in Goblin.
Okay, I will go behind a tree and sneak attack the one on the far left
Okay, so
with
make
my crossbow bolts.
so first do a stealth because that's going to be your bonus action to
Hide.
To hide.
to hide.
11.
11.
Karma's not.
That's not the
No.
best.
Not paying off, so
We'll see.
But my
if-
stealth's pretty high, so.
Yeah, you make an attack.
Uh,
11 is what you rolled?
For
No, total.
Oh, total 11.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay,
And then an attack.
make your attack.
12.
12.
I think.
That, I think, is it's actually going to miss.
Oh.
So you miss on
You know what? I can lucky that one. Damn it.
What'd you-
I'll lucky that again. God,
You can
screw
o-
it.
oh no.
Oh, so okay. I think you can actually only use one lucky at a time. So you didn't use the second one.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, you fire off at him from behind. It wouldn't have been a sneak attack because it wouldn't have
12's not enough to hit. All right.
12 is
Okay.
not enough to hit. So yeah, you managed to get one of your hand crossbows off and fire, and managed to dodge one of them. And he's just like, and next one is gonna be Slady.
Okay. Slady at this point, meeting these new people and being surrounded by goblins, I think psychologically it's like, hey, we're gonna band together against these guys, right?
And you went prone too.
Yeah, I went prone.
Are you
You're
hiding
like-
behind anything, or are you just on the ground?
No, just on the ground because I didn't know they were this close.
Slady, okay, you should hide behind something.
Sure. Can I move, or is getting up my move action? Since
Would
I'm
be
prone?
half your movement.
Okay, sure.
Yep.
I'll get as close as I can to behind that water buffalo.
Okay, the water buffalo is actually 30 feet away, and it is in the direction that the goblins were.
Okay, then I won't be able to make that. I'll just pretty much stand up, and as long as I can hit them with my crossbow, I'm going to try to hit them with my
Absolutely. Okay.
crossbow. So that one, oh, nat 1 on that.
Oh no! Okay, so as you go to fire it, it misfires, and the arrow just is like, and just
Twing.
yeah, it doesn't actually go anywhere. So
We're
yeah.
really bad at this.
I'm a tailor!
All right, so now it brings us to the goblins. They're gonna keep. The first one is gonna sort of start to circle around a little bit, and is gonna take a short bow and is gonna shoot towards you. This is
I'm hidden, though.
not very well.
What?
You think?
You think you're hidden.
Karma.
Also, when you attacked, the hiding thing just goes away.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah.
I thought I got to hide. I
Stealth,
have to do it the
stealth
other
first.
way around.
Yeah, but if you want to make the sneak attack, depending on how, there's proximity that can give you sneak attack, but you didn't have that, so you would have had to hide for it first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I thought with my new things I could sneak attack
It
basically every attack.
is. I think. It's the. What's the ability called?
He's swashbuckling.
It is the swashbuckler, but I think
Yeah, once
if
per turn,
no
you
other
can do
enemy is within 5 feet, then you also get it. But that's.
Yeah, it's kind of circumstantial.
But I think that it has to be a melee attack as well.
yeah.
Nope. I can do an attack with
That can be a
a
ranged
finesse
weapon.
or a ranged weapon. Once per turn, if you
Okay.
you don't need to have advantage on the attack roll. If another enemy is targeted within 5 feet of it, the enemy isn't incapacitated.
Okay.
That's the normal one.
That's just the normal sneak attack one.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll just move on to the next one. It rolled a 16 against you, Barrick.
Yeah,
Okay, so
that hits.
that hits. That is going to be 5 damage to you. And he is going to stay at the distance. The next one is going to. They see you and you're pretty huge, so that they want to go after you a bit too.
You're a
So
threat.
next one.
I'm not playing.
That is going to be a 15.
My AC is 13.
Okay. That's going to be 4 damage to you. Okay. You're going to take another.
Wait, this is a ranged attack, right?
It is arranged. Oh. Ooh. I see what you're
Try
going to do.
catch it.
Can I deflect a missile attack?
Yeah, absolutely. So it would have been 4 damage.
Ooh. So I roll a d20, right?
First I think it's a D8 because you do something about, or you do have to roll to when you catch it, and then it's if you can negate the damage, you can throw it back.
Yeah, I use my my reaction to deflect or catch the missile
Yeah.
when I'm hit. So a d8?
I think so. It should say in there what it is.
It says for damage, a d10 plus 5 is what I'm reducing it by if I succeed.
Oh, a D10 plus 5?
Yeah.
If it's plus 5, you're already going to reduce it because it's 4. So now it's up to you. Do you want to throw it back?
Yes!
Of course. So now you make an
Actually, I want to
attack.
throw it at Barrick.
For sure.
You son of a.
Yeah. Make your attack.
Yep.
Wow.
1d4
Very
plus
Harsh.
2. 4
No,
damage.
well, you have to roll to hit first.
Oh, okay,
so roll your.
13.
That's not enough.
Plus 4.
That is.
And so you take 4 damage. Do you reply anyway?
Of course.
Get your shit together.
You murdered an innocent creature, friend Barrick.
That's food. It's not innocent. Focus on what's happening.
Okay, that ends that. And so then next one is going to make an attack against you. That misses. So comes in and shoots its arrow
me?
against you. Shoots,
outrageous.
shoots an arrow. Yeah, completely. And who's got? What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 14.
Always on.
I'll get you to do a perception check afterwards, out of a choice thing. Okay, so then that one misses you, and then now we go to the next one. You're sort of where did you position yourself?
Like I kind of like circled back a little
Circled,
bit behind
like-
them.
Okay. So
to-
you're a
to
little
try
bit
to
out of
get
range.
an
So
arrow.
yeah, you're not out of range, but you're sort of out of sight a little bit.
Yeah.
Misses you. Hits you. So another one. You've used your reaction though, so you can't deflect this one. That is going to be 5 damage. Okay. So we've got 3 more to go. Misses. Misses you. One saw you.
Yeah.
And the last one is going to go for Barrick. draws up and misses. 9 plus 4 misses.
Okay.
So that is the first round.
And
now,
Barrett gives him one of these, which in this land is super insulting. Especially to goblins.
Oh, God, why that?
yeah, it starts pounding on the ground and making, just some...
It's about his
You
mother.
assume
It's about his
that
goblin
there's some
mother.
really horrible swears in there. You might catch a few.
Ooh.
So now we go over to Leaf.
Friend goblins, please cease this. I say in goblin.
You say in Goblin.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they make a... If this is going to be your turn, you're trying to persuade them.
Yeah, to be friends.
Make a persuasion check. Because you
Because we're all good at this.
because you used Goblin and it would probably take them back a bit, I'm gonna give you some advantage on that.
Alright. 11 to start.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Or no.
They all sort of cock their head a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, and that's gonna be your turn then, if that was your persuasion, and that brings us to Tharnus.
All right,
Have to
Tharnus.
try.
No, I have a question.
Yeah.
Are they clumped up anywhere?
They've started to sort of
They are not friends. Friend
encircle a little bit.
I could have told you that.
I feel like this theater of the mind allows you to tell me things that...
I did say that they started to move and spread
Right.
out a bit.
yeah.
So you're saying that there are none of them within 10 feet of each other?
No, I'd say over on the left side that there's probably 2 in 10 feet of each other.
And then another one?
You're gonna blow them up?
They don't all have to be within 10 feet. It's like the middle one and then 10 feet and then 10 feet.
It's the end two are pretty close
Fine.
together.
If you can get 2 of them.
Are you gonna
Blow
blow
them up.
Are you
Yeah.
gonna blow them up?
I'm going to blow them up. Well, one of them. I mean, maybe both of them. We'll see how it goes. So yeah. Okay. I'm gonna shoot at the leftmost one.
Okay.
Leaf is just standing in the middle of this field by this like dead cow, just being very sad.
Mhm.
But nobody wants to be friends. The friends he has are mean.
So when you moved up towards the or the water buffalo.
yeah, I
fully?
walked towards them with my arms open like
Okay.
a saint.
Okay.
All right. Shooting the one on the left.
Like a robot.
Catching
saint.
arrows.
Please,
So
friends.
take aim.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a big whiff. That would be a 1.
Wait, no, that was you just rolled an 8. Oh, I thought you rolled you rolled them together.
Yeah.
So-
I'm just gonna.
Both of our bows suck.
Yeah,
Mine too.
So you pulled back, knocked the arrow,
I mean, my
and-
attacks are
but
one
you
for
don't
one.
have to use that unless it hits.
That's correct.
So
So I'm gonna shoot again because I'm very embarrassed.
okay, do you get a second attack? Oh yeah, you do.
Well,
Chris.
I've got a second action if I want to use it, but I
Hey.
can only have the one.
Have we
Okay.
been drinking?
Right.
It feels like we've been drinking.
Yeah.
But I think we were just
I
like
I can't remember.
Middle-
No,
Like,
you
we're
guys
on
weren't
watch.
drinking. You guys are good.
we were very responsible.
just-
Oh, that's a
Okay,
good one.
That was
Killing
18.
animals.
Good.
Definitely hits.
Okay. So I hit the one guy.
Okay.
Um,
So this arrow goes off and hits the one that's the outermost, or a little bit more inside.
the inside one.
Okay.
That guy takes 2 plus 35 damage.
35?
5.
Oh.
not
I was like, this level 3, so 5 damage to the guy. Okay.
Yeah, and then the arrow explodes.
Then the arrow explodes.
Yeah.
Okay.
The target and all other creatures within 10 feet of it take 2d6 force damage each.
Woo!
So the target, it's 8. Do you want me to just keep that roll for the other guy?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want to do extra rolls. So, the one that it actually hits,
Yeah.
all of a sudden, you guys see this big explosion that radiates out, and it's about 10 feet of this fire explosion in the darkness. And you guys are like, your eyes adjust for a couple
Should've told you to
seconds.
close your eyes.
Yeah, and you see that there's an entire goblin missing in that spot now, and there's one off to the side who's just like, and he's just trying to pat down the the explosion that just happened on
that would
him.
be
Just like the
horrifying.
bird.
Do it again.
I can only do it twice.
Don't mention the birds.
That was
was
it was
my-
a total of what was the second one? 8 on the.
Yeah.
Okay, that was good. He's looking pretty bloody. That one. So that brings us
I got a
over
lot of my
to
shit on that.
Barak.
Well, I'll fire another bolt at the injured one.
Okay.
14.
Unfortunately, that just misses.
Kidding.
Just misses.
Well, I can take a second attack, I suppose.
Yeah. As he brings it up, he brings his shield up, and it. Yeah.
Shields.
Okay, well then I'm going to climb the tree
Okay,
that
for
I'm
sure.
behind. Yeah.
So you're gonna take your movement to climb up.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Position myself
Yeah.
amongst the thicket.
you're a little bit higher up there. So yeah, it takes your full movement to get up the tree. Cool. Okay. So next we go to Slatey.
So after Slaty's eyes have adjusted for the explosion,
Yeah.
he calls out to you, "You guys do magic?"
Oh, that wasn't magic.
That wasn't magic, it was just a lit bow.
Oh yeah,
Your bow's lit. Get it?
this isn't magic either.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna, if I'm within 30 feet of one of them, I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt.
Okay. Absolutely.
Okay. So I'll roll to hit. 16.
Yeah, that's that. Little bit over what their armor class is. So.
Awesome. So this does 2d12 damage.
So what does it look
to
like?
start? This it's lightning. Essentially.
D12. Holy crap.
Yeah. This is one of the
Everyone has better.
one of Slaty's spells, and like
But not magic.
not magic at all. But they kind of like spark up, and then lightning shoots from my hand directly into them
Cool.
Nice.
for 5 and 5, 10 damage.
10 damage, and yeah, that goblin, you just see him sort of like, and then yeah, he is really hurting right now.
Great.
Sort of
Leave that one to me.
That looked like magic, Slady, okay?
And that moves us to the goblins' turns. All right, so first one, that really scared them, so first one's going to shoot at you.
Sure, that's
Out of
fine.
protection for his friend, and that's going to hit.
Okay.
With a arrow. That's going to be a big 7 damage.
7's big, but it's not the biggest.
Nope, it could have been bigger. And then next one, who is the one that you hurt, is going to go after you too. He's like just patting himself down, and as he brings it up, there's another surge that goes through him, and the arrow just goes wide and misses you. So lucky for that one.
Yeah.
Next one. Did you take an action to hide as well?
No, but I would assume there's foliage in the tree, so...
True. I'm gonna let you, because this will be the one retcon for the night. Just do a stealth as a bonus action. It's high. That's high
23.
math. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Because I just wanted to know whether they would have seen you or not. So the next one's gonna go for you, and
I've done nothing but be on their side.
that is true, but they did not really like the language too. So
Your
that's
accent was terrible.
Yeah.
9,
Bad.
You said the wrong word.
13.
Points of damage?
No, to hit.
Oh, okay. My armor class is 13.
So you will take a 5 damage.
Boo.
But you do have your reaction back.
I'm doing it!
Doing it. So you don't necessarily take the damage yet.
Oh, you're gonna
Yeah, I'm gonna catch it and throw it at him.
Okay.
him this time?
We'll see.
And it was
He'll
You can't
throw
see
it
me.
at you.
I disappeared.
it was 5. So it's going to, you basically do catch it because it's +5. You got a D10 +5, right?
Yes.
So yeah, you're gonna immediately catch it. And then if you want to send it back somewhere,
I want to send it Fine, I'll send it back.
Yeah.
But I'll...
You actually wouldn't see Barrick at the moment, anyways.
Fine.
Very hidden.
He is very hidden. Your passive perception would not clock him.
What do I need? Just roll damage? Throwback?
You still have to roll for attack.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Ooh, no.
No?
Net one.
Oh, so you catch it.
Like,
you do manage to catch it,
yeah.
but then you just throw it back and it just goes straight into the ground with a little
I
too
don't
much
want
force.
to hurt you!
And then that brings us to the next one, and that's been 4 so far. 17 plus some to hit you, so it's gonna get
No, it totally misses.
and it's gonna be 6.
Doesn't believe me.
6 damage.
Oh, yeah,
Next
yes.
one's going to Slady, but that is gonna miss you.
Okay.
None of them see you. You really luck out this one. That's gonna miss you. Next one's gonna go after Tharnas for the last one, and that misses as well. So these shots, so just a volley is like, and you manage to just.
How many are left? 7 or 6?
No, there's
8
8.
left.
There's 1
killed
gone,
one.
and there's 2 that are pretty critically injured.
Yeah.
How close are they to us now?
They just wanted to stay back in that round, and they keep their distance. They're not encroaching.
Okay.
In like 30 feet or 40?
They're within 30 feet of you.
Okay.
So,
Is my turn now?
It is Leaf's turn.
Leaf is mad on all fronts now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Leaf is going to storm towards the one closest to them. And
they're
say,
angry at
Pull them in
everyone.
half.
And as you get close, because it was you don't have dark vision, do you?
I don't believe so, no.
Oh, we need to. We'll not
There's a fire
retcon
going, though.
anything. But
There's
pardon
a
me?
goblin on
There's
fire.
a fire going. Yeah, there's a goblin on fire.
I mean, it goes out. It's raining, so it does go out fairly quick. But as you get close, you start to see that they're quite gaunt and emaciated, almost. So that's just a thing you clock when you get there.
Great. Leaf just chooses one and then goes to attack just with an unarmed strike.
Okay.
Yes. So that's an 18.
18. Yeah, that's absolutely gonna hit. So that was the one that was directly
In front of
would
me.
it kick?
Yeah. Leaf is just an unstoppable train, right?
Absolutely, and they see
Especially
it.
right now.
1d4.
Leaf, when you kill that one, can you scream, tell me
That's-
about the rabbits?
5 points of bludgeoning damage.
5 points.
And
Okay.
as Leaf is like punching this goblin,
Yeah,
uh,
which you have to like bend down quite
Yes.
a bit to do.
yes,
Poor
it is
lady.
bullying,
Yeah.
even though they attacked me first.
Yeah.
Leaf is punching the crap out of this goblin and just being like, the first person I met when I was first awakened was a goblin, and you put a stain on her name.
Okay. All right.
They're mad.
Yeah.
Backstory.
So do you want to take your second attack?
Yeah. Can I take my second attack to throw this goblin at the next one?
Oh my god.
They are
just like-
very
I
small,
don't- I
and
don't-
I am very big.
Yes, but I don't know if you can like for your second attack would be flurry of blows, right? Because an action would be to throw. So I don't think I would really say if you wanted that to be your first action.
I mean, it says I can do an unarmed strike.
Yeah, but that's a little
How
bit.
hard do you
It's
punch?
a little bit different.
Come on.
Well,
Yeah, it's different than a grapple. I think.
we'll say if you wanted to toss him with that can be that can be part of your action, and we'll get you to do a strength check on top of it.
Great, let's do that.
Okay, so make a strength check. You won't be able to do your flurry of blows unless you move a little bit closer to
That's
another one.
fine. So that would be let me see, 22.
Oh God. Okay, so
Strength is my best.
for sure. And so was this an uppercut, or
yeah,
was it like a
it's
straight on?
Yeah, it's basically like an uppercut that comes right up and catches like just right here under the clavicle
Okay.
and then launches.
So you were on your knees to do this essentially, and so as you pull back and punch right into it, this thing launches up and goes back a good probably 10 feet. And that how much was the full? I got the full damage. That was 5, right?
I didn't roll damage for that one.
Oh, okay.
So that would be for just an unarmed strike, right?
Yep.
So that would be 7 damage.
Oh, then he falls unconscious as he lands.
Did he land on another one?
What about that spike that was?
If you were eight, what did you roll for the attack? We'll see.
22.
For the strength. I'll say he managed to knock another one a little bit askew. It wasn't like full on, but yeah, it managed to just knock
throw him around.
not prone, but off kilter. Okay. So now we move over to.
I just imagine this like the pouring rain, the lightning crackles, and this hulking thing's real mad.
Yeah.
And while that's going on, you can also hear the horses start to whinny and bray and seem a bit freaked at the stuff that's going on. That brings us to your turn, Tharnus.
Where are the horses?
Yeah.
The horses were tied up to a tree. It's probably about 20 feet, 30 feet behind you guys.
Were they
I
tied
can
up or hobbled?
see them.
I think you said hobbled last
Good.
time,
Good.
which I don't know the definition of, or the...
Hobbled is like when you tie their legs together so they can't walk off.
Okay.
When they also can't be let off.
Because you did say hobbled.
I
I
did.
remember that specifically, and thinking I should look that up, and then I didn't. All right, so
So I'll take a quick glance behind me.
okay, you see the horses kind of trying to get away, but they can't. So they're freaked, but
I don't see any goblin folk or anything.
you can see some movement starting to try to move towards them.
Okay. Gotcha. I will choose the one that I damaged before with my explosive
Okay.
thing. And I'm going to shoot that goblin.
Awesome.
Because they got it coming. Ooh. Ah. That's not going to hit.
No.
Nope. It's 12. I think they've got a armor class higher than that.
15.
Higher than 14, but less than 16.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. So
Right
that
in the
one
middle
misses.
there.
So as you pull back and shoot towards that one that you were just so determined that caught the cast off of the explosion, it just manages to duck out of the way and not be affected by it. So that brings us over to Barak, who is up in the tree currently.
Well, I will sneak attack from the tree with my bolt.
Ooh.
Finally hit.
Yes.
23.
Absolutely.
And I
so
get
you
3d6.
and just to
for
note,
this.
you've taken 3 shots.
This
with
is my 4th one.
Your 4. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
this is my
right.
last
It's your
one.
4th. Okay.
So 5 plus 2 plus 6. I'm guessing that kills him. I don't need the extra.
5 plus 6 plus 2. Yeah, they have 12 hit points, so that
Okay,
brings
so
us
even without the extra, it would have been an extra 9 damage.
Okay.
So right through his eye and out the back of his head.
Yeah, it just goes in, and you just see falls back, and there's rain just falling on top, and you can see a little bit of the crimson falling off from his
Now-
eye socket.
I'm going to jump out of the tree
Okay.
onto another goblin.
There is one kind of close, but you're gonna have to make an acrobatics check for that.
17.
17, nice. So yeah, you do manage to land on top of another one, and we'll take a little bit of damage from that. We'll just, I should actually roll a d4 for that, we'll say. That he takes 1 point of damage.
But I'm also going to stab him once I'm down there.
Oh, well then,
Yeah.
because you're second. Yeah,
Yeah.
go for it.
14.
No, that misses. So as you
Wait, I'm
land
gonna
on,
lucky that one.
yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. So as
20.
you start to you start to play like when you put your hands down, doing that. He dodges a couple times, but you manage to just stab him down into
Right
the
through the heart.
yeah. Well, interesting. We'll see how much that does and how deep it plunges.
7. No, 6 plus 3, 9.
Yeah, that ended up hurting him quite good. So it's quite bloody, and you can see a lot of the crimson falling down and it mixing with the rain. So it's a little bit dispersed, but yeah.
So now there's 3 dead and 3 wildly injured, or 2 dead?
There's actually 4 dead.
4 dead.
I have, and so and 1, 2, 3 critically injured. 2 are full health.
Right. Oh, one of them's not dead. You knocked one out. That one didn't
Yeah.
die. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
He's not trying to kill anybody.
So Slady,
Yeah, I'm sure you did that on purpose.
Somebody.
When you hit it with, how much do you weigh? Like, you full force.
It's not trying to kill
Its
somebody.
jaw is on the side of its face.
Not
and its solar
trying.
plexus is up here, but it's
The
still
emphasis
alive.
is
It's
on
pretty
the
mangled.
Trying.
We're in a fantasy world, so they don't have the phrase "hit by a Mack truck,"
But
just got hit by a Mack truck.
Yeah.
yeah.
Trying.
His fist is like the circumference of a large tree trunk.
Pretty
No,
close.
the intention is what's the important.
True.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because you were apologizing as you made contact with its...
I wasn't apologizing.
No, there was no apology there. I'd have to say.
Very
But
annoyed.
how do you apologize to the next goblin?
well,
I kind of
the,
feel it's not about the goblins. It's about Leaf's emotional state at this point.
Yeah.
It's just,
Leaves
they're just
rule.
working out some shit.
Yeah.
The goblin happens to be in the way.
that's the thing about
That's it.
fighting. Fighting tells a story.
Mm-hmm.
It does, especially when it's choreographed very well, and you're doing a great job.
Thanks, Bill.
Funny thing about Witch Bolt, which is the thing I cast last time, is that it automatically hits every other turn as long as I cast that thing.
Oh.
So I don't need to roll the hit; it just hits automatically. All I do is roll for damage.
Really?
Yes.
So
Interesting.
that little goblin's going to explode
Yeah,
into
pretty
sparks.
much.
I
Plus for
I
5
think
damage.
I think it was down to 2 before,
Yeah,
so that's gone.
great.
Just pops like
So
popcorn.
Yes. So he like,
sizzles up.
and it was good that I narratively said that there was a little bit of Aaron stuff going through, because the rest of it just sort of concentrate, I guess, on it, and you can see that this like electricity starts to bubble up, and his head,
Oh.
and then falls.
It's okay if you punch it.
It's not the worst
Explode
death.
Not
lightning.
trying
They do worse stuff
to
in Texas.
kill anyone.
And as my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shillelagh on my staff.
For sure. So what does it look? What does it look like?
My Shillelagh might be a little bit different than other people's because mostly it like gets bigger and imbued with magical energy. But this one becomes more of an extension. Like it moves with, because I use charisma as a hit whenever I attack with Shillelagh. Whenever I attack with it, it's like an extension of the body.
Okay.
The wood does as much as the person using it.
So it just manipulates and starts to twist and turn a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. All right.
Is there some
So-
fun Irish music that comes along with that?
I hope so.
like Irish metal.
Yeah.
I've
Irish
got
metal.
some queued up right now.
Make sure that it is
Unlicensed,
royalty
yeah.
free.
So yeah, I exploded one. I'm ready to
Okay,
smack
so
some
you're
others.
going to travel 30 feet to the next goblin.
Yeah, because I'll get closer to this.
Okay.
time. Yeah.
Okay. Do you? Oh, so you just cast it as a bonus action, but
Yeah.
you don't get to use it.
No. Exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
It's
Okay.
not a second attack.
Okay. Sounds good. So that brings us over to, I guess it's the goblin's attack. So we've got 1, 2,
We're probably
3,
pretty close.
just
to that.
four left.
Probably, yeah.
You're not a tailor.
Taylor.
Absolutely a tailor.
I lift up the body of the dead goblin without the head, and I was like, Taylor?
The first one is going to attack you for jumping on. It was the one that you jumped on,
As soon as he draws his thing, I'm just going to be like,
and he misses. Frustrated, and you can, but like you're close. You can see that like you've seen a couple goblins before, and you can see that there's a lot of wasting going on in their face. Like they're unusually thin.
stop making me feel sorry for goblins.
Hey, I'm just describing what you're seeing. You ascribe your own emotions to
How
the
many are left
situation.
alive?
4.
Okay.
So he makes an attack, misses. So the next one is, since you approached a little bit closer to one, is going to attack you,
Sure thing.
and is going to hit.
Okay.
That was actually a sword attack, so you would have been close enough for that.
Okay.
So he pulls out his sword and slashes towards you, and you take 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And the last 2, you're kind of close to one. Like,
Great.
yeah. I like you, and as you look and you just say great, as you look towards it, it sort of turns a little bit pale, and its bow goes down and just shoots into the ground. Last one to Tharnus is going to hit you. Don't you mean the other finger?
It's this one. It's like the
And it's gonna hit
dirtiest
you.
thing in
It's gonna
Goblins.
hit
Oh,
you
man.
right in the
Yeah.
shoulder for 5.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's their turn. That brings us over to Leaf, who just recently
Leaf.
looked at them and said, "Great."
Gonna stride right up to it.
Yeah.
And make an unarmed attack.
Okay.
For 12 points of damage.
Well, what was the to hit?
Or sorry. Where am I?
12 points of damage, which is like turned it into pulp.
To hit with an unarmed strike.
Yes. What did you roll on your?
I rolled a 10.
10
And then my
plus-
hit plus 6. Sorry.
Yes, you
16.
hit. Yeah.
Yes.
You hit.
There we go.
Sorry.
Blech.
And then the damage.
Oh, that one's gone.
I've got
Here's
glasses.
this one. 5 points of bludgeoning damage. And his leaf just starts pounding away on this one. It's like, Sister Una was a healer and hated people, hurting innocent creatures for no reason.
Writing down Sister Una.
Are there any other ones? This one's still standing.
It's still standing. This one was at full health.
Great. I'm going to take my bonus action of a flurry of blows.
Absolutely. Are you
oh.
writing down Sister Una too?
Okay, I'm gonna use that against him later.
11
Yeah.
damage?
No, 11 to hit.
No, that one misses. You got one more in your flurry of blows.
Alright, and 8 plus, where are we? There we are, 6. That's 12. No.
14.
What's 14?
14.
There we go.
14 just
one more
misses.
hit.
So as you're taking your punches towards it, since it's diminutive stature, it manages to just bob and weave out of the way, so you end up missing it. So that
And
brings
Leaf laughs at it.
it's a little bit, and you guys are all seeing this too. Minus
yeah.
your dark vision. Actually, you'd be
No.
close enough at this point. You don't have dark vision.
I don't
but
have
you'd-
dark vision.
I
You'd
do.
still be close enough at this point to be able to see some of it or hear. So that brings us to Tharnas.
Yeah, dark vision?
No.
I don't know if you can be part of our team.
Can you sew up this hole in my shirt that Leaf made?
Absolutely.
Great.
Is there
I don't know,
someone
do you want to go
that's
toe to toe with Leaf right now?
There's 3 that have been injured. 2 are critical.
pick any of the
The one that
criminals?
you missed is still alive.
Are any of them clumped within 10 feet of each other?
2 of them are.
Are
Get
any
'em.
of my allies also in that 10-foot radius?
Yes, that would be Leaf would be the closest.
I don't want to piss Leaf off.
No,
any
not right
more
now,
than they
yeah.
already are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Don't set Leaf on.
I'll
There's
just-
there's
I'll just-
other arrows for flavor.
the,
Oh,
well,
Actually, I don't know what your arrows
I
are. I only
picked-
know of
I
one
can
of
only
them.
pick 2, so my
Oh,
other
okay.
one is. Yeah, I'll just do one of the critically injured.
Okay.
And when I say hit, I mean miss.
That's what I was thinking.
So
Yeah.
just how did it look like?
Well, I thought that I would do something clever and use sort of a ballistic path, and I just like way overshot. It's just like, I'm like, no, that's not my forte.
Remember when you hit the bird?
And then we'll go.
I also
over-
missed one bird. I think it was the second shot where I hit the bird.
He missed, used a lucky, used a second attack, and
Yeah.
then you actually I think hit it on the first. But anyways, that brings us to you.
Doesn't help us now, does it?
How many are left
Yeah,
alive?
too bad they're not birds!
There is 4.
One of them's really hurt, right?
2 of them are really hurt. One of them is close to bloodied. One of them's full.
Okay, I'll go.
2 of them are close together, but you are on top of one. Remember,
That one's dead though, isn't it?
you didn't. The one you landed on, I don't think. No, because you were doing this like finger.
That was the
back
one that
to-
shot at me and missed. I thought I killed the
You
one
were
I landed
fingering
on.
that one? So
I close to said fingering, but I didn't quite get there.
It's something different in this world.
Yeah, but no, he's not. That one's not dead.
Okay, well then I'll attack him.
Yeah, because you're still on top.
And that's gonna crush
That's-
him.
That's a 19, right?
Yeah.
High math.
20,
Yeah, absolutely. Make your attack.
8.
Yeah, that as you plunge the dagger down into, which is the one that kind of you have. It's like mechanical, right?
That's the crossbow. Blade. I have 2 blades.
Well, you're on
that are-
top. If you use the crossbow, you still
No,
haven't...
the crossbow is. I'm out of bolts.
Right.
This was the stabbing.
So this is a stabbing. You've got the I thought you had a mechanical one as well. But
No.
so you just
Got a blade
stab
and a
into
hidden
it,
blade. Yeah.
twist, and and he's just gone.
And then I'm going to grab the one that's closest to me and bind him.
He's dead.
No, the whatever one is alive that's closest, probably the injured one.
They're actually probably about 30 feet away.
They're still far
So you're
away.
gonna have to move.
Okay. Can I tell Leaf to tell them we'll share the meat?
Yeah, you can take
Is
because you
that
still have
require an
bonus action. You can use your bonus action to say, yeah.
Okay. Well, Leaf, tell them we'll share the meat.
Leaf just stares at you. Oh, it's the rain running.
They're dying.
No, we'll just leave it at that. Yep. And so that brings us to Slady.
Bend you over my knee.
I'm in combat with one, right? Like close combat?
You have just moved up to one,
Yeah,
and you've imbued your shillelagh.
I have. So whichever this one is, injured or not, I'm gonna take a swing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, not injured.
Okay.
I love that. I've named them all, and this one's my favorite name.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see if they make it. 16,
16 will hit.
and then plus some, but we'll see what the damage is. 7, 12 damage.
My favorite named one, you just bonk him on the head, and you can see a little bit of an indent. His head is slightly collapsed a little bit from how hard you hit him. Has fallen down, and one hit is gone.
Kabonk. That's your spellcaster.
Traditional Irish shillelagh music.
Okay, great. Yeah. A fiddle-dee-diddle-dee-dee.
I've actually...
There it is.
If
While you're hitting them.
Is it
That's it. That's all.
fair enough.
That was a live
I've
thing.
listened to hurdy-gurdy music in the last
Nice.
week, and I've been really enjoying it. Anyways, so how do you end your turn after you've seen this collapsed skull of a emaciated goblin that you've just hit?
I'm just kind of... There's only like 2 left.
There's 2 left.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I figured the other 2 kind of have it. So I'm gonna search while I can. Search through this. goblin.
You've used
Unless
your
I take
action.
an action.
Yeah, you've used your
I won't
action,
move
so
or
you can
anything.
search after you're all done. But yeah,
Yeah.
you can start. You can creep down and kneel down too.
Yeah, that
Prepare.
kind of thing.
Okay. And that brings us to
The goblin.
the goblins.
Oh,
There's
God.
2 left, and they start looking around, and they heard what you said. They can understand.
Common, right?
Yeah, I spoke common tongue.
Yep, they
Yeah.
can understand. And they just start to raise their hands.
And,
Oh, I
and,
think I know what's going to
and
happen.
Leaf punches through them.
So they
Well,
just
we'll see.
both of them just hold their hands up through seeing one of their friends' heads explode, and they see the math on the wall. If that's not really a saying, but in Velgrath it is.
Okay.
There is sort of.
A
Anyway,
Leaf stalks up to both of them and grabs them by the back of their shirts, lifts them up to Leaf's eye line.
make just for flavor, make a strength check. Just who knows if comedy will ensue.
Leaf throws his back
Oh,
out.
that looks really good.
22.
What was the natural on
Yeah.
that?
18.
Yeah, so you just grab them by the scruff. They're wearing sort of like loose linens that look quite dirty, and you
The
just
armored class is better. I mean, these linens.
yep.
I'm not.
They
wearing.
do have some armor, but you pull them up and you're just looking at them.
And I say, explain.
And then we can release the combat.
Okay.
I mean, prepared if you want to hold something ready, you guys can do that. And
Leaf is.
yeah, you're prepared.
Leaf's not looking, but as I pull the arrow out that he threw at me from behind, I give him teenage piece of crap.
One of them just says, "We just wanted the meat."
You attacked without provocation.
We wanted what we needed.
You did not ask.
And they just sort of,
Do we understand any of this?
no, you don't.
But you've never seen Leaf speak like this before.
Yeah.
What are
And
they
it's
saying?
you're working in your most, it's a little bit broken at the moment, but you can get what they're saying to you. But they just, after what you said,
We just... Please. Can you give us some?
Leaf, they're desperate.
and you can see and intuit from, and they just start looking around at their comrades who have fallen.
I'm gonna go around and collect all their weapons, and
Yep. So you
I'll join you.
yeah,
as you guys are
just to
collecting,
get them away from them.
Regular prisoner
you
stuff.
you don't find any coin or anything on them.
Oh, I'm not searching. I'm just getting their weapons away from.
But what
Yeah.
you do find, and these weapons are not in the greatest condition.
No,
they're ramshackle. They're put together and cobbled, and the blades are sort of bent and stuff.
I'm picking up my bolts.
Yep, you gather your bolts, and they just beseech you for some meat.
Leaf, without ceremony, just like opens their hands and drops them,
Okay.
and then walks straight past them, just into the field by themselves.
Okay. Back turn to the rest of them. Okay. So you guys see the goblins that Leaf had just released onto the ground, and just without any like shaking of their head, just moved probably about 20 feet away,
Leaf does, or the goblins?
off into
do?
the distance. Leaf.
Leaf does.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to walk over to the dead animal that we killed,
Okay.
and I'm going to gut it. I'm going to cut the belly open, and then I'm going to look over at the goblins and say, "You understand me?"
Yes. And they
Okay.
do answer in common.
Oh, okay. Good. Clean it. And I flick them a small knife.
Okay, and they start to make work of it, while like visually uncomfortable at the whole
Everyone's
situation,
kind of uncomfortable
and
right
they
now.
do
Yeah,
they do
This is awkward.
yeah they do
Right?
quite
I
a
don't like it
decent
when my
job,
parents fight.
and manage to
And
cut out some nice fillets, shanks, and they do quite a nice job on it. I actually rolled a natural 20 on it, so I'm gonna give them.
And I'll tell them they can keep the skin as well, the hide. Because they're obviously poor.
They say thank you, and
Do you want to go talk to Leaf, or you want me to?
I'm not fucking talking to Leaf.
Alright, you get the fire, I'll talk to
Leaf.
Leaf.
Fucking mine.
the rain
You're
is
just
still
ignoring.
yeah the
Yeah,
rain.
I'm new here, so
What's
I
your-
don't want to talk to Lee.
So your name's Shanty? Thanks for helping us, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty neat
Well
that you
done.
can shoot lightning from your hands and it's not magic.
Yeah, right?
It's just a coincidental weather effect.
I mean, I don't know a lot about tailors, but that's gotta be very helpful in mending clothes.
It absolutely is. Let me get that, by the way. And I cast Mending on the tear.
Okay, and you
Is
see
that what tailoring is?
you see all of a sudden
magic.
that your clothing starts to stitch together as he concentrates on it, and it looks pretty much new, like it did before.
I've got like about 3 holes in me right now.
Yeah, I can mend those as well.
Yep.
Depending
Well, we're
on
at
where
it.
you got
I
hit.
mean, I'm just gonna bleed for a while, but at least my clothes.
Yeah, exactly. It's
Remove
best
it.
to clean the wounds before I do this part, but whatever.
That's pretty cool. I'm Barak, by the way.
Slady.
Slady.
Hey.
Just Slady, not Slady, okay.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
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 Okay, Slady.
That's Leaf. Leaf's a little temperamental at the moment.
Yeah, okay.
I'm gonna go try and calm them down.
Sure thing. We can
Put
we
the
can
stakes
deal with
on.
this. Yeah.
Tharnus, these are my torn clothes.
Let me fix that.
All right.
So I
I
walk
like your
over.
style.
I walk over behind Leaf and
Mhm.
like, Hey, you want to talk about that?
So what do you look like at the moment?
Leaf is like half kneel in like a kneeled meditation stance, with their hands just like gently folded on their lap, and their eyes are closed. They're just kind of meditating. They don't respond.
I know that you're going through a lot of growing pains right now, but stabbing your friends is not a very friendly thing to do, Leaf.
You stabbed an innocent creature.
Well, something that you don't seem to understand about the rest of us is we have to intake plant and animal matter to survive. I know that you love all creatures, and I'm not saying I don't love a lot of them, but we do have to eat to live.
You did not ask.
Who should we have asked?
It was not your life to take.
We would die if we didn't eat, Leaf.
You would not die today.
No. But within about 5 days we would. And before that it would get real ugly.
And we would be in town, and that calf would have a parent.
You make a good point.
There was a calf.
There was, as you recall that there was a mother,
right.
2 children, and they have...
I thought we went after the bull specifically.
You did go out. Yeah, this is the male.
Yeah, we got the male.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dads are parents too, though. Important.
As good.
Important in the herd. I'm sorry that we hurt your feelings.
Leaf stands to their full 7 feet and looks at you for the first time. And you can see that the blue light in their eyes is kind of flattened and darkened in a way. And they put one heavy hand on your shoulder.
And you sort of like, as you feel it, it's cold, wet, and you like, it's a little bit of force, not too much.
Leaf kind of grips tighter and tighter. If you do it again, it will not be an arrow I throw. And then walks back towards camp.
Technically, I shot it. But
Yeah, they're kind of my charge. It's okay.
so I can shoot things with impunity. You're gonna take the fall.
Apparently, yeah.
So the goblins, they have like sliced all this nice fine meat in front of you, and they just ask,
Is it okay if we just take a few pieces?
There's lots.
Thank you.
You're not there. You're still...
Oh, right.
Yeah, there's lots. Go ahead.
yeah.
And get the hell out of here and never come back.
Thank you.
Wait, do we want any information from them? Does it matter?
What are they going to tell us?
And they just
Is
they
more
grab
standing
grab
What's going on in this area?
a few nice
Hey.
ones.
Gobos, what's going on around here? Why are you so hungry?
We don't have many options right now. With the Dominion encroaching on our camps. We don't have many options, so we have to strike out where we can.
Well, you made a bad decision today, didn't you?
We shouldn't have taken your kill, or attempted to. We lost
Think about that.
many good friends. We will mourn Sean, Squee,
Yeah.
Nizzle, Glarg, Blinn,
Okay.
Fork,
No,
Jesus.
They gotta go through it all. It's very
Spitz.
important.
I know a judge that had the same friend names.
Spitz?
We will Spitz.
Spitz was an asshole. Come on, we all know Spitz was an asshole.
Spitz was the one you blew up.
Yeah, he had it coming.
Yeah.
Okay, let's not.
But we
Let's
What?
should make it worse for them.
thank you for the meat.
I'm not really invested in them emotionally.
That's fair.
They hear what you just spoke, and they just take the meat and go off.
It's probably for the best. You know, they say the measure of an adventurer is how they deal with a goblin raid, and I think we did a real good job there.
I would say that was a pretty decent. I'm just gonna go check on the horses, by the way.
Yeah,
'Cause
of
there was
course.
some rustling over there.
Yeah, because it was great. Like we had some action, we had some empathy in there. That worked out, I think, really well. It was awkward.
You are a well-tempered tailor.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. I shout from over by the horses. They're fine, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
No,
I was
nothing.
thinking about those horses.
Should I search over there?
What do
There
you
was
want?
some
What do you want
rustling.
to search?
Well, there was some rustling over by the horses.
Well, no, it was the
Oh,
horses.
okay.
It
You
was
could-
the horses.
They
You
were
could
getting-
name them now after the dead.
Oh yeah. Should we name
Like
them
Nipple,
Sean
I
and
think?
Squee?
Nipple was one of them.
Nipple?
Nizzle?
Nizzle?
There was
Nuzzle?
Nizzle. The ones that are dead that you heard the names of was Squee, Squee, Nizzle, Glarg, Spitz, Fork, Dazzle, and Sean.
Oh, I like Dazzle.
Dazzle.
Yeah.
Dazzle and
Yeah.
Sean?
Dazzle was a
Dazzle
good
and
horse
Sean.
name.
Yeah.
Dazzle and Sean are
They
horses.
actually have an act
Dazzle.
together.
Yeah.
So as the goblins are walking away, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, goblins! Just to, like, in honor of your friends, we're gonna name our horses Dazzle and Sean."
You don't know this, but it's an honor to be named after a horse.
They just turn and walk. It's hard to catch their expression, but you can possibly assume it was annoyance. But so you guys are left there in the rain, no fire.
Our fire's gone? Oh man.
It's raining.
Oh man.
Yeah, and
Make a fire and cook some of the meat.
Can you lightning some of that meat?
Yeah, let's just make a fire, shall we?
Okay. Am I skilled enough to make a fire when it's raining?
I mean, you could. Well, make a survival check. I don't know if this applies, but I feel like it
I think
will.
so.
21.
Feels like a-
21. Yeah, so what you do, you manage to just gather some leaves and brush from around and manage to sort of
Tent
make a little bit of an enclosure for it, but at least have a little bit of ventilation as well. There's some way
We
you can get
smoke
some
the meat.
heat.
It's fine.
Yep.
Oh,
And you manage to get something started quite nice. There's a little bit of heat, but it's not like crazy on you because of the enclosure that you've made. But yeah, you managed to make something.
I'm gonna when I do that, I'm gonna flavor our meat.
Nice.
I'm just gonna go.
Oh, a little salt bay.
Yeah, a little salt bay, but it's got a little sparkle,
Very nice.
and it's gonna be seasoned.
What do you do that with?
Fantastic.
Prestidigitation.
You have prestidigitation.
Hell yes, I do. I mean, nobody knows.
And then we both look at.
I didn't know.
We both look
I
at new
didn't
guy
know
and we're like,
anything about
not
that.
magic. It's not magic.
Totally not magic.
It's not
It's got
magic.
a bunch of spice.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
Measurable activity.
Right. Yeah.
So you guys spend about a half hour getting this meat prepared. There's other meat that I'm assuming you're not cooking everything because that's a pretty fucking large amount.
Yeah, there's a
I
lot
feel
of-
like we gave the goblins quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. So you gave it like maybe a quarter of what you got.
Sure. We got a
Yeah,
leg,
It's
a
like-
leg each.
okay.
Or
I mean, it's
something.
gonna.
Oh.
You guys can figure out how to transport the rest of it too. but
Yeah,
you
I mean, we've got horses.
You
We
cook
can-
enough up for the
Yeah.
evening, and as you eat it, it's pretty well seasoned, and the flavor is pretty immaculate. Unexpected. I mean,
good.
I don't know if you can.
Leaf does not touch it.
You don't compute the.
But it does smell
Well,
good,
Leaf
and you
doesn't touch
notice.
it.
Oh, Leaf doesn't touch it.
No.
Okay.
It smells delicious.
Can Leaf smell?
And yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Doesn't it smell
pretty.
good, though?
You haven't also come
So
across
good.
too many people that can use magic as well.
No.
You've seen some, but
So the attraction is there.
far and few
There we
between.
go.
So yeah, you guys spend a good rest of the evening.
Maybe I'll show them how to
Um,
use it at some point. We'll just
you-
kinda
When
mix
we're
it
done
around.
eating, I'm gonna cut a whole bunch of strips, and then I'm just gonna hang them over the smoke fire to smoke them, so they stay dry and we can keep it for a long time.
Okay. So you spend the rest of the evening. You guys can take a short rest because you were in the middle of a long rest, actually.
Yeah.
So this is a little bit of an awkward time. So take a short rest while you do this activity and roll for some hit points.
What do we roll for a short rest?
You are at level 3, so you have each of you are different. I think you are a D8.
I think so.
So you can click on short rest in there. I don't exactly remember where it's located.
Okay.
I think it might be on your character's face in D&D
Yeah,
Beyond.
okay.
D&D Beyond, if you want to sponsor us, go ahead.
Right, it's a really good thing. We like you.
Yeah. Love you. You don't have to announce to me. You can just take as many as you need.
Okay.
Oh no, it's not that one. That's you.
And
Oh, you're my pretty.
I'm back at full.
okay.
Well, shit.
And as the morning does come, the rain does subside, and the dawn starts to fill the sky. It's still cloud cover, and so you can see like those red and yellows that sort of hit the clouds, but still beyond it. And what do you guys?
Wait, we didn't get some info from him around the campfire, and
So you guys can
where
chat
you
as much as you
headed
want.
to?
we're going to Roshawn, actually, where you're from.
Oh, I'm not from there. I don't know why you would suggest that, but I've
Didn't
been.
you say that when
You
you
said-
jumped out of nowhere?
I said I'm from Roshawn.
Yeah, you said you were coming from Roshawn.
Yeah, I was coming from there.
Oh, you're not
But I'm
from
not
there.
from there.
Right. And
It's a big city, though.
okay. Do you know it? Can you guide us around?
Yeah, I could guide you around.
I mean, we're looking for a pub, and we're looking for a place to stay, and we're looking for Mina's brother in Roshawn.
We're here, right? We're just south of Morringen.
You guys are
Yeah,
south of
like
Morringen.
halfway
Yeah.
between.
Oh, yeah, we got a long way to go.
Yeah, you guys are like a day, half a day off
Of Morringen, not Roshawn.
of Morgan. Yeah, you guys would have another week to travel to Morgan,
Oh.
or sorry, to Roshawn.
Leaf is a little ways away. Has been up before everybody else and is just like going through their forms, just
Okay.
over and over.
Just
and
practicing,
over and over.
practicing like if someone was to throw something at you in just different stances.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just go.
So you're not involved in the conversation that they're
No.
having.
Barry.
Okay.
Are we going to talk about this?
I think we have to.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. They're very upset that we killed the animal. I tried to explain to them that we need to eat.
We constantly eat meat.
I know. Something seems to have changed in the last, 4 days. I think they're going through puberty.
Didn't we?
Do you guys go through puberty?
Yeah.
You live a lot longer than we do. I don't know.
Yeah.
How old were you when you, I don't even know.
It's
how-
about 40. Anyway.
Okay.
It's a bit of an awkward age.
Yeah.
There's just sort of an
The,
awkward thing. Sorry, we're talking
You know,
about this. in front of-
it's just also gone through puberty. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
I have context. for
That's
this.
all I can akin it to. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just all of a sudden. They're very
But-
upset.
There was the whole meeting the Smith, talking about the origin of the
yeah,
Warforged. We got the thing. And
Wait, they were warforged?
It's not magic.
No.
Okay.
It's
they're
totally
officially
not.
designated. They've got the proper thing.
They
Yeah.
got the little
Oh.
It's a
symbols.
totally 100% legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, see,
It's forged.
But they
I
don't.
mean,
they
it
didn't
was
know.
forged.
It was a forged forgery.
It was no.
I mean, a forged
A
forgery.
forge.
It was a
It was
forging.
forged
at
in
the
a forge.
That's the one.
It's
I
forged.
like this game.
So, yeah, that.
They only recently found out about their own origin. I think Leaf, before this, thought that they were like a rabbit or a hummingbird of some kind, like something very small and delicate.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't think they realized what they were.
Well, they seem pretty
Large.
large,
Like
and
a killing machine.
Yeah,
they got a punch like a million hummingbirds, from what I saw.
but there is a gentle soul in there. If there's a soul trapped in there, I don't really know how they work.
I don't know how they work either. Anyway, what do we say? How do we make it better? Sure,
Leaf, would you like to join us by the fire?
I am undergoing some exercise at the moment.
We'll make tea. I know
do
you
not-
like tea.
I do not require tea.
Leaf, if you don't come sit with us, we're gonna come exercise with you.
Also, nobody requires tea.
This would be good for your body, I am sure.
All right, so we all go over there.
So you guys
Yeah,
go over there and start
Yeah,
doing mimicking the
start-
poses. Oh,
Leaf is
this
running a yoga
such a
class
beautiful
now.
scene.
Yeah. There's a hill.
Yeah, yeah. You guys,
Tai Chi.
you
A
guys
light
have some
breeze.
trees surrounding you. The morning sun, as I said, was coming up, and you guys
And then
start
all
doing some
three of us
poses,
start coming up with like the most awkward dad
versions.
Growing up is hard, and your body
You're
is
gonna experience
changing.
changes.
My body has not changed in 50 years.
You have
Feelings.
hair that you can't see in places where you're not bendy enough to know that there's new
And feelings.
I do not have hair.
I'm
back
familiar
hair,
with-
tons of it.
And those feelings are going to be like cranked up to 11.
Yeah.
And you're going to start noticing other little warforged things. They're gonna
And
be-
all of these things are okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
And if you need time to yourself,
Yeah.
You were also given some advice from someone that you've never really spoken to.
Yeah.
But if you need to talk about things, we're your friends.
or if you just need alone time, because I know you're going to want some alone time to explore these new feelings.
Yeah. And remember,
You just ask.
whatever you're thinking when you're alone is okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
No matter how weird it seems, no matter how many centaurs are involved, it's okay.
No judgments.
Yeah,
No
none.
judgments.
None.
I appreciate the concern.
I've got
shown.
questions for you.
Yeah. What?
There's this one bar, like way over in the Jessup
I will care
Peaks.
for the horses. And Leaf goes to the horses.
See what I
And
mean?
you
Centaurs,
you-
instantly.
You guys are left there doing some poses slightly
Are we still
awkwardly
doing
as
this?
the
Yeah,
leaf
I'm
just
still
walks
doing this.
away.
Like,
As soon as
Leaf's
as
in
they
the air
walk
anymore.
away.
We
Yeah.
don't have to do this anymore.
All right. So Leaf goes over and starts to tend to the horses and
unhobble them.
Unhobble them.
Brush them.
Make a animal handling check.
Leaf gets double kicked.
18.
18. Due to the events of the previous evening, you're super ultra sensitive as to what's going on at the moment, and they can feel that you're really caring about them through stroking them and untying everything. They gain quite a good trust in what you're doing, and
Yeah, Leaf
there's
was
no
trained as a groom a little bit at the monastery, so he like picks out their feet and brushes them down.
Yeah, and they're set pretty at ease after the evening's craziness. So yeah, and
Thank you, friends. Sister Una would often tell me that the best way to atone for one's actions was to care.
Do you say that with
To
the
the
intent?
horses.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were saying that with the express purposes.
To the horses.
Okay, to the horses. Okay. So everything is getting gathered and put into the cart, and you guys are standing there with Slady, someone who is just recently.
Is it like super awkward? Like the three of us are on the cart and
This is it's all up
There's
to
the
you
room.
guys.
Like I can.
Do you need a
squeeze in
ride?
place.
Do you
I can
wanna-
show you around Roshawn. I've
that
been
would be
there.
So
fantastic.
you want to ride? You want to come with us? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I was gonna come down to this area because I know that there are very wonderfully made tapestries down there, but all of the merchants
We don't want to tap.
we don't want.
We got a
made
story to tell
tapestries.
you, but we'll tell you on the way.
Okay.
There's a tapestry story.
Well, I was down here with a bunch of merchants, and they were all getting scared away from the area because of all of the goblins, which
Oh.
is something that we probably didn't 100% fix there.
We
There
probably
are
should have.
some things we cannot fix.
There are some things that we cannot fix, but that doesn't mean that we can't try, little one.
So you're proposing that we go and like wipe out the rest of the goblins?
No, I'm saying that there's still a lot of problems in this area that we probably can't fix because you guys are on your way to Roshan, and I can help you.
Okay.
I mean, we do have an extra space.
Were you not traveling southward?
I was, but again, the goblin trouble, and
But now you will go north?
yeah, I can change my plans. I'm actually pretty good at changing.
That's ominous.
Oh,
Well,
what are you talking about?
son.
Why can you do that?
And you see, like, not just when he does this, it like the bones slightly contort in his face to completely, or their face.
Okay, before you're getting on the cart, please explain this face shift thing.
Me? I'm a changeling.
Oh, what's a changeling?
What do you think a changeling is?
A dancer who can change their clothes really quickly backstage.
Close.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Okay. Can you change your whole body or just your face?
I can. I can change everything.
Ooh, do me, do me.
And,
do me, do me.
and all of a sudden you see a perfect replica of yourself right in front of you.
God damn.
Okay.
Yeah, let's take him. Yeah, this is fine.
Can you do me?
I can't. That's actually what drew me to you guys in the first place. Is I saw you two there, but there's this big thing out there too, and I can't. Slady tries to make their face.
You can do it, but the height is
Scale is
off by probably about a foot. But you're able to replicate very similar. But if someone was to touch you, it would.
I don't feel like metal and wood. I feel like squishy metal and wood.
Interesting.
And back to normal.
So, you are different, but not the same.
Not the same. Some might say never the same.
Who would say that? That sounds like a slogan. Is that your people's motto?
Never the same. Changelings.
Where do you come from, friends lady?
Oh, I come from a bunch of different places, but my family lives in the Whisper Woods.
Oh.
Is this a kind place?
It can be. I was raised on an acreage in the middle of the woods with a big old family. Bunch of kids running around. And then eventually, all the kids grew up. And as we grow up, we got to make our way out in the world. Try to make something of ourselves. So, here I am, trying to figure out what to do.
Can I ask you a weird question?
Of course you can.
What do you look like when you're born? Like, if you haven't chosen a look yet?
Well, Slady's normal look is like a gray elf, a little bit, with a bald head. So, in order to look, to show him what the baby version of me looks like,
Yeah. Oh no.
just shift.
Ah!
Smaller than a baby.
Oh!
He's still like a 5 foot tall.
A face
Absolute
only
baby.
a mother could love.
Yeah.
Oh, go back.
I'm dying.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
phew. Oh, that was. Oh man.
A horrifying presence?
Don't ever do that again.
That's one of my spells.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well.
I too am looking for a way in this world. Perhaps we could be friends, friend Slaty.
Perhaps we can. I actually like making friends. They help you do things that you can't do yourself.
Like kill 7 goblins and then help 2.
Yeah, I absolutely would not have been able to kill all those 7 goblins.
No. Not alone.
No.
Yeah.
We're kind of good together.
Friends lady, would you like to sit up top with me? I
Oh
have
my
many
God.
books.
You guys are fighting over the new kid.
Oh, don't worry. You'll all get some one-on-one time with Slady, I'm sure.
I'm good. Thanks.
Yeah, that's okay, leader man.
Hop in the cart.
And with that, you guys begin your journey towards Roshawn. Just who's helming the cart?
Quickly feed the horses before we go.
Fair enough. Fed the horses.
Some water buffalo.
Who's you guys have gathered all the meat, put it in the cart.
And they took the hide, right?
They took the hide.
Yeah.
However, you guys are going to store this is I don't know, but
Well, it's dry, so it shouldn't be too bad.
yeah, some of it.
Yeah.
We
smoked it good.
Maybe a
Yes,
little.
and you guys, just who's helming the cart?
I'm sitting in the back with a book showing Slaty.
I'll drive.
You'll drive, so
Yeah.
just make an animal handling check.
Oh no. 4.
4.
Oh, sorry, no. Wait. Yeah, I think it was a 2.
Yeah, it was
4.
a 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so as you, the reins, the horse, it caught them in the really most annoying way. It actually got one of them in their eye. They managed to kick back a little bit on the cart, break it a little bit in the back, and you guys do start to go, but you guys have some damage to the cart. And
He
that
flicks up at you.
It's the back of my head. I'm like, oh.
You can feel it.
Just goes back.
And we will there take a break and continue our way to Morringen. So thank you for joining us for this first half, and we'll get along for the next bit. So see you soon, and about 15 minutes. Thank you.
Bye.
All right.
Tea time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, hit me with some more tea. That'd be
I guess we're back right now and ready for the second half. So you guys had just gotten onto the cart, and I think there was a little bit of awkwardness.
What are you talking about?
Wouldn't likely.
Do you still have that book?
Yes.
The one about the Warforged?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to peek over my shoulder and see what Leaf is reading and look at that Warforged book. And
That's
then
not what I'm reading
go
right
back
now.
to...
I'm
No,
reading
it's not
one
what
of my
you're
monk
reading?
books.
Yeah.
No, I'm reading one of my monk books right now.
But your books are splayed out. I'm just looking at them.
No?
No, they're in my bag. Leaf takes very good care of their books.
Okay.
They would not have left them out all night in the pouring rain. Jeez.
Well, I'm popping the good whiskey.
Okay,
Start
as you're
along that.
driving?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a motorized vehicle,
It's-
DM.
pretty much
looking down your
No. No judgments. Just. I need the tone set.
DM doesn't stand for driver manager.
No.
God.
Or drink manager.
And exactly. And then I close it and I toss it over to you.
What time is it?
Well, let me look at my Casio. I don't know. It's the morning. The sun is just is just coming up. It's super cloudy. You guys are starting to head off north on the.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah.
It's gotta be an hour or two after dawn, and we spent all that time exercising.
Exactly.
New guy?
Morning
It's
exercise.
12 o'clock somewhere.
That's the good stuff.
Oh, okay, well, I don't know. I guess if you want me to.
Yeah. Everybody drinks.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I think why not? Why wouldn't you? Great. Yeah, I love it.
Out of my tea.
So
Leaf, you want to hit?
I'm good, thank you.
So the morning.
Me.
The morning is cool.
I reached down and feed the
So
horses
cool.
some whiskey.
Actually, I changed my mind.
Mmm.
You want some? There's not much left.
Please. And Leaf just pours it outside.
Oh,
Leaf.
come on.
This attitude thing is going to have to change soon.
Debbie Downer.
This is bad for your health.
Yeah, that's
and
the
returns
point.
it to you.
And I'm like,
There's like 2 drops that manage to
Do
land
we only
on
have
your
the one
tongue.
bottle?
oh no, I have tons more.
Okay.
That was just the good one.
What a rebellious teen.
I know.
Doesn't even want to drink
Right.
with their family.
You don't know what's cool anymore. Or we don't. I don't know which one.
Why does the temperature matter?
Oh, it's okay. Never mind.
So, you can see storm clouds behind you if you look that way. So that's where it is traveling at the moment. But as you're heading north, you can see the hills are starting to change into more flat ground that was surrounding you. And after a few hours of travel, you come to a crossroad. It's like a T intersection. It continues north and over to the west. It would be a signpost that says, it has a few different on it. It indicates to the direction to the west, it reads Arenwood and Vesselwick. And to the north, it reads Morringen and Roshawn. And to the south, Rudesheim.
Yeah. I think we can
We
almost
had
place
more.
ourselves in this map.
Yeah.
Came from Vesselvik.
What?
We did.
Oh,
We did.
originally.
Yeah, you guys that's where you guys did your session 0. Well, the second half of session 0.
So I steer the horses north, and then
Okay.
under the side, I just pull out another bottle of wine and pop it.
Okay.
Come on.
Slyly make a sleight of hand check.
16.
Yeah, Leaf doesn't notice. Not at all.
I very slyly pass it over.
Well, I'll continue it. I'll let it continue, and you can have a little bit.
I love that I've turned you into an alcoholic over like a couple of weeks.
So as you guys are traveling down the road, you do see a couple of caravans traveling down to the south. As you guys travel north, you guys have to sort of it's off in the distance, probably about 200 or 300 feet, and you know you're going to have to sort of either veer off, or they're going to have to veer off and let you get by. So
Slow game of chicken.
it is a slow game of chicken.
Yeah.
Do you guys feel like pulling off over and letting them pass? Or-
I'll slightly steer the cart over, but not to put our cart in any danger of being off the road.
Okay, fair enough. So Make since you're in the lead and controlling, you make a perception check.
I don't see anything.
Now
In fact, I sneeze and close my eyes for a long time.
Yeah. So as you pass, it's really hard to gather or take get a bead on who's in the cart on the other side. Yeah, I guess there'd be a couple other people in the cart, but if you want, who would have been up in the front with him? You would have been probably you because he would have been passing booze to you. So I'll let us.
We were drinking. Oh, that's a nat 20 on that one.
Ooh.
Nat 20. So
looking real good.
So you sneeze into the bottle as you drink a little bit, just to cover not letting Leaf know. But as you look up,
Not drinking anymore. Out
That's
of that
fair.
bottle, by the way.
Yeah.
you nod towards the people. You see a family in a car. They're pulling a second one behind them, and they have a covered. You guys don't have a covered wagon. They do have a covered wagon, and they're extending. They have another one that they're pulling behind. They've got about 4 horses, and seems to be a family, father, mother, and a couple children.
We should shoot the father. We should probably with families.
Dark.
We share a giggle. And then we wave.
Yeah.
With huge grins.
They just wave as you go by as well. So
Just put one right in the back of their car.
Wow.
I'm assuming not. Or do you?
It's a very dark.
No, there's
Sorry,
kids.
Just
Kids.
horsing around.
All right. So yeah, they give you a nod and they pass by, and you guys do the same. After a few more hours, you guys do start to see off in the distance. You can see a town, and you do see like a little bit of smoke starting to rise up from it. It seems it's even slightly. It may be part of the town, or it could even be a little bit further. But it's really hard to get a bead on.
Something on
that.
fire.
Is it on fire?
At this distance, it's really hard to tell. You guys are probably.
Slady, was Morringen on fire when you left it?
Oh no, absolutely not. It's an entirely huge city. It would probably be very tough for the entire place to burn down.
Do you see that fire?
Can we make perception checks?
Make a
on this?
perception check.
Yeah.
I have pretty good vision, so.
Okay. Both roll.
Except when I roll 4s.
Yeah, I also got a 4.
Perfect.
Oh,
so I
cheers.
That's probably not smoke. I'm probably just seeing things.
So as you look towards it and squint, a little bit of dust gets in your eye, and it's really it's kind of hard to. Both of your eyes, oddly, both at the same time wins. It's really hard to see that far away. It's still probably like about a kilometer away. So.
Well, time will tell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
As you guys do, I'm assuming you guys are continuing on.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's no
So,
danger.
What would you have done differently if it was on fire?
I don't know. Maybe stopped.
Stop. Just.
It's like, well,
Right.
Should we just head straight to Roshawn?
This place is on fire anyway.
Yeah, we don't need to worry about that. If it is on fire,
Do we have any reason to stop at Morringen?
Well, I think we needed somewhere to stop for the night, and it may as well be a town.
Oh, okay.
get some food.
It is
Get some
We've got lots now.
the better.
Get some pre-killed food.
The better part of the day, it has taken you probably a good, I'd say, 6 hours travel. It's probably, according to our time, it would probably be about 2 o'clock by the time you've sort of are nearing it.
Should we take Leaf to her first brothel?
To their first. Do they have Warforged?
Maybe there's a
brothels?
Warforged brothel.
isn't that just
I shudder to think.
like a forge? Just making different body parts or something?
I can hear you. What is a brothel?
It's a place where you go to have an experience with another being that is
Sack
pleasurable for you.
You pay someone to be your sap jack.
Yeah, your sack chap.
Sack chap.
A sack chap.
I have
And this is
found
the
that
first time you've heard this word.
I don't know what a sack chap is, but
Do
it
you-
sounds uncomfortable.
It's
that
when
is usually what the response is of those who try to share a bed with me.
that you're a sack chap.
That it is uncomfortable.
Oh, that's because you snore and roll over when you're asleep.
I do not snore, I do not sleep.
It's because you take up most of the bed.
This is true.
Yeah. Yeah. But this person will make it comfortable.
The bed.
All right.
Are they like a tailor for beds?
Kind of.
Yeah.
They're more like a
So-
tailor for your fun bits.
Which bits are fun?
You tell us. We don't know.
And then you just a quizzical look for a
What
few-
parts does your bathing suit cover?
Yeah.
A bathing suit?
All right.
Okay.
Let's see, we're not getting anywhere with this.
So as you guys continue towards the town, you do see that there is. It doesn't seem to be fire, but there does seem to be possibly like fires that might have been put out or that have been in the process. Off in the distance, it's like a steam coming up. There isn't per se a fence or a gate around the town, but there are a couple guards staged or set up at the front of the entryway into the town. And it seems like this is probably a little bit smaller than Rudesheim, the last place you guys were in. But there does seem to be a little bit of better construction to some of the buildings, a little bit more masonry.
As we get close, I'm going to shift into a dwarf face.
Excellent.
Dwarf face.
What is the dwarf? What does the dwarf look like?
This is going to be one of my predisposed faces. It's going to be a lady dwarf named Dovidia Bristlejaw, who's a little bit like shorter, so this lady can shrink down to about 5 feet. A little bit wider, because the lady's able to change their body shape as well, with longer hair that braids itself as it pours out of this lady's head.
Yeah. So this is a complete change that you're
No beard.
witnessing right in front of you.
Oh, beard.
That's gonna take some getting used to.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So
Is there something about dwarves
but
in this town?
the clothes are the same, and they do start to like almost pucker a little bit because of the size change. So, yeah, you pull them up a little bit and
Yeah.
untuck.
So, why this person?
Just one of many different faces.
Okay.
I find that for those of us, those people in the world that don't appreciate not magic the way that we do, they find even my non-magical transformation to be a little bit of a sticking point.
Don't worry, it's not
Wink,
magic.
wink. It's
I-
not magic.
pass you the
No,
bottle.
it's literally not magic.
No.
I like alcohol though.
But it seems like magic.
Yes, but it's not. It's part of myself. I was born like this. The ability to do this. This isn't a magic at all.
No.
But try telling them that.
Nobody seems to understand the not magic. Also, could you guys teach me some magic?
Sure.
Do you have to register yourself with the local government?
I never register myself with literally anyone. It's a big hassle. I tell you that much.
Are you supposed to?
Yes. But you'll find that sometimes a change of identity can be like a piece of armor. It
Whoa.
protects you.
Truth
That's the motto of the. Oh, hey, guards!
Hi.
Hello.
So, what is your business?
Oh, we are a traveling band of minstrels. My name is Paul.
Buffalo
And this
Hunters?
is my band. We're called the Buffalo Hunters.
Oh my god.
Make a deception check.
25, 22?
Oh my god.
Is it a natural 20?
Persuasion? No, 23.
23? Hi. I mean, we could probably use a bit of uplifting spirits in here.
Rough couple of days, has it been?
Rough, couple of weeks.
Oh, that's too bad.
And it seems like you're talking to this. This does seem to be like you recognize the armor as the TDDG or the. I'm not going to go into the whole thing. Don't worry. Just the Tenebrosian Guard.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, yeah, it's been a couple of bad weeks here. So any
I don't know if I guess entertainment is good, but I don't know where you'll be able to do any of
Oh,
it.
we're just passing through on our way to a big music festival in Roshawn.
Oh, what music festival would that be?
It's called the
Shambhala?
Stock of the Woods.
Oh, the Stalk of the Woods. I've never heard of it.
Oh, it's
Sounds.
a big thing.
Well-
we're a small band. We're just opening for someone else.
Oh, excellent.
It's a big break for us.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've never seen such a troupe before.
I'm
Eclectic.
Paul.
Thank you.
Voice of an angel, that one.
Oh, singer.
All of us. We don't play instruments. It's all a cappella.
Do you?
4-part harmony.
I would really appreciate hearing some of this.
It's only after a number of drinks.
You do require
Also-
a number of drinks.
Gotta
to
lube
start.
up the old instrument, if you know what I mean.
I am Paul, and I do not drink.
Thank you, Paul.
So we don't perform for nothing. I mean,
Well,
exposure doesn't pay the bills.
Yeah.
well, I mean, there may be a pub if there is a pub. I haven't really been able to check much on the town.
There must be an inn.
There is an inn. I mean,
Inns have ale.
Inns do have ale. There are a couple places you could head out to.
If anything hasn't changed or burned down, or
Well, I would suggest that there is the Crispy Weasel.
Oh.
Formerly just the Weasel, but it burned.
yeah,
The inn in town is the Broken Den. And there's another pub called the Miner's Fortune.
Well, we'll try one of those, and maybe we'll be able to put on a show
I'm Paul.
on our way. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul.
All right.
Well,
Well,
thank you very much. It was lovely to meet you, and I hope your fortunes get better.
Us too. I appreciate it. Safe travels. And as you move into the town, as I said, you do see that some of the places there's a little bit more masonry involved, but you can see that there are people that seem to be repairing certain parts of the town, pulling arrows out of some doors, some of the structures.
You just like pull up beside somebody and be like, "Can we ask what happened?"
Well, you do see, as you get a little bit further, you see a couple people having a bit of an argument.
Oh.
You see a halfling, female, and let me just double check.
Eavesdrop.
Who's got the best ears?
Mine is slightly pointed.
Can you just make yourself have giant ears? Is that a thing?
You see, you see a halfling and a gnome arguing. One of them is outfitted like the Tenebrisian guard. All of you make a perception check.
Yeah.
20.
6.
18.
17. But
Okay.
what do I get for extra?
Whatever your perception.
Whatever your
requires.
perception is. Alphabetical order.
Oh, there we go. 19.
19. So you're a little bit distracted
I'm
by
looking at the people. I'm trying to get new faces to take.
the people
I don't take
and
people's faces. That was a bad turn of phrase.
and also taking in just the damage, because last you went through this
Yeah, I
place,
would've
it's been a
passed
few
through here.
days.
Yeah.
It actually looked a damn sight better to you.
You would have.
So you see this this halfling arguing with a gnome. The halfling is dressed in the Tenebrisian guard outfit, and she says, "Arwen, head back to your home. We'll handle this as best we can. We're stretched thin." And the other woman says back to her, "But you have to do something. This is the third attack in as many weeks. Look, I wish I could do more. Then do more. They're my kin. Please."
Wait, who said that?
Which one said that? The halfling or the gnome?
The gnome said they're my kin.
Okay.
And the replies back, "Look, the crown won't send any more funds. We can't afford to break up we can't afford to break up the companies that are on the border for protecting. And the rails being built, and the dispute over the rails being built. Then there's the dispute over Kindschlaf. We're stretched thin. If I send any more guards to the mines, it'll basically amount to a suicide mission. And then the other woman responds, I'm going to talk to Helga about this. There has to be something you can do. And then she storms off. Who's got the highest passive perception? I think it might be you.
I think so.
14?
13.
You said?
My perception.
Passive.
Passive perception is 14. Yes.
Yeah, take a roll.
16. Plus
16 plus.
perception is 20.
A little bit off in the distance, like as you're sort of scouting for people's faces and stuff, you do see another halfling child. Sort of looks like the Tenebrisian guard, but it's a child. They've got red hair. They've got a little bit of a sword on the side, just something a child would have, and just kind of looking towards the argument that's going on. And then the guard looks, sees the kid, is like, get your arse back home. And the kid just sort of turns and then...
And I clock which direction they go. Sorry about that.
Yeah, they since you were looking, they do head towards the north.
Okay,
Yep.
great.
And so that's what you guys have seen so far. What do you guys do?
I am Paul.
That's good. Keep it up.
I've learned that sometimes a change of identity is a good thing, right, Fence Lady?
It is an armor that protects you against the ignorance of other people.
That's good. I like that.
Yeah, no problem. I'm full of those gems.
Also, I'd really like to become a band one day.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of my dreams. I
Do
want to
you
be in a
play
band.
anything?
No, I want to sing. I want us to be a...
You actually
Acapella.
wanna do
Yeah, I
acapella.
think we should be an
Yeah.
a cappella group. So at some point. I mean, not right now. We can do other stuff.
I can do bass 2 tenor, so
Awesome. I think I have a pretty low voice. I've never sang before. I just thought it would be a fun.
Sometimes I sing to birds. Or Mr. Needles.
I've heard you. You're pretty good.
Thank you.
Yeah. I don't know how to
You're
harmonize,
right,
though.
Mr. Neals, we probably shouldn't go to the Crispy Weasel.
Excuse me.
no. I want to head to
Mr.
the third
Gnome.
one.
Yeah.
And
Miss Gnome. Miss Gnomer.
No, the gnome walked off.
Oh,
the gnome walked off. The halfling is still there.
pardon me. I don't know my...
The halfling cop.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the cop.
And so what you see like she's got short red hair and it's pulled back into a blunted ponytail. It's not very long, probably about as much as you see back there, a little bit more. And she's got a little bit of a clasp holding it together, maybe a bit of a bronze color. And she's wearing the Dominion uniform.
Arwen, is it?
No, that was the other. You were listening.
Oh, just heard. I have great ears. I mean, look to you. I lift my hair up and my ears are a little bit bigger than... Put my hair back now.
Taking a little bit. Interesting.
We are but a humble traveling band.
I am Paul.
This is Paul. We were just
nice to meet you, Paul.
wondering what happened here. Seems like something kind of bad happened.
You're not. I've never really seen you. Where are you from?
Oh, all over the place. We just
Roshawn was
came together from voices.
Bands need to tour to live.
Yeah.
And that is what we do.
You're a troupe.
Yes, we are.
Interesting. Well, my name is Saoirse.
Saoirse.
And we've had a bit of a dust up here the last couple of weeks. We've had a few gobby attacks.
We were attacked by goblins on the way here.
That's... Where did you come from?
Just up the road. Down the road?
Down the road.
Down the
On
road.
the south.
Rudisheim.
South road.
Road.
Coming up from Rudisheim? Or
yeah.
And that's very odd for the goblins to be that far south.
They
They were really hungry.
yeah,
They've been
they just
pushing.
wanted some of our food.
They have been raiding us quite a bit lately. That's an interesting note. Yeah, we just had a recent attack just last night. We've
Right.
lost a couple people. Some people were taken.
Oh
That's
my.
weird.
And
I think they're gonna eat them.
it's a possibility.
Do you need some help? Not only are we a band, but we're good at doing other stuff.
Just gonna roll an insight check for her.
We're also a war.
I'm curious to see what she intuits from that.
Yeah.
Oh, hi. So,
We make money wherever we can. You know, singing is not the most lucrative.
traveling band of,
Singers. We're not the most lucrative, but we are all.
Singer, songwriter.
and she sort of looks and sees.
Yes.
She does see the mechanical crossbow.
That's how I pick my teeth. It's covered up.
Seems like quite a good, interesting dental tool. But I mean, we could use some aid here. I'm not too sure, but we're stretched thin. The town, there's a lot going on at the moment. Even here, they're trying to build a railway through.
What's a railway?
Well, there's a project going on from Roshawn. They're trying to start a rail, a lightning rail. There's a couple of families that are building it, and it's just going to be a great way to.
Sounds like magic.
It does sound like magic, and
Magic's illegal. We don't
magic's
know
illegal.
magic.
We love horror, and the non-magic that horror has.
Yeah.
Who? What?
Or?
Who's horror?
You guys,
The brothel?
yeah, no, we all know about horror, right?
I mean, everyone should know.
Everybody loves horror. Horror's the best. We're a bunch of whoremongers.
I want
we
to
are.
agree with you, but I don't think the context is the same.
Maybe we're speaking a different language.
Nate, who's anyone proficient in religion?
Sure.
I'm not proficient
Are you?
in it.
Not
no.
proficient.
Let me just take a look. It
You
feels
know
like something
history.
Yes.
So
No.
you're proficient in history.
I'm
Roll a
proficient in
history
history.
check.
And
You're
I know it
you
from
already
my
know.
past.
You
yeah.
already know.
Oh, I'm super proficient
16.
in history.
16. And can you roll this
I'm
one?
double dog daring.
Yeah, go ahead. Are you?
It's
are
got
you
like a
an
dot
expert there?
and a blue circle.
Oh.
Hey.
I think that's a 5. Plus 5.
Plus your dot and circle.
Dot and circle gives me another 5, so I'm up to 10.
You're up to 10.
Yeah.
You basically
10 with
you
a
don't
shitty
know
dice roll.
anything except that it is the approved idolatry of the Dominion.
And they called it whore.
Whore.
Whore is the god.
Hoar. You would know a little bit more. Through your research, you know that Whore is the god, one of the gods of vengeance, and is the only approved idolatry within
We're
the
in a really
Dominion
terrible
here.
place.
Yeah.
After the previous war, a few of the other religions were pushed out. That's
Are
what
we the baddies?
you know from this.
Oh, we're not the baddies.
Well, we're not whoremongers, so I don't think.
So
Yes, we support the ideals of horror. If you like, we will rain vengeance upon your enemies.
well, I would thank you. I would
Remind
greatly
me to tell you why that's funny later.
greatly appreciate that.
It is the established response for a follower of horror.
I mean, we all do pray to a degree, some of us, to horror, but others are more devout followers. There are established places of worship around. As you
Oh,
well
good.
know.
Yeah, if we could find one of
We're
those
looking
too.
for one of those.
We're looking for. They might need some people to sing some gospels.
So would you call the people who are more into horror whores? Or would you?
Horrors?
Whores.
Hor-
Horrors?
Well, I don't know. I think they call themselves worshippers of the devout.
So they
Yes.
worship the whore.
They
Others call
spend a
them
lot of time on their knees every day. just begging for Hor to fix all their problems. Huh?
Sometimes they are referred to as the Horish.
Hmm.
This is so great.
Had a feeling it was going to turn out like this.
Did you know?
Not like this.
Religion's
Maybe.
always funny.
Except when it's super serious, which is what we are about
the moment.
religion and
So
following the rules.
About the help. We charge a nominal fee for aid. We help the helpless
Well,
and sing the songs.
that is quite honorable. If you want to establish a nominal fee, which you would receive, possibly you would talk to Helga,
The
the
local
town,
whoremaster?
the elder.
The elder whore.
The
Elder Hor.
well, they. Fair enough, they may pray to Hor, but
Must be tough for her to
It
get
is-
on her knees.
it is quite a different person in town who is the exemplar. That would be Escadrille. And you can head over to the Horror's Temple and visit them if you wish.
I've been to the Horus Temple a number of times.
Oh yes, we're all very proficient. Thank you for your time.
We were just talking about our friend
corpse
Paul's
myself.
first
Energy.
time at the Horus Temple.
I think I corpsed
Whorehouse.
myself
The
there.
whorehouse.
Yeah,
The House of
the
Horror.
House of Hor. Well, we'll be on our way. Thank you for all of your help.
And now no one is watching.
Or more.
So, but we're not actually going to the horror house because we want to talk
We
to
gotta-
Yeah, no.
We gotta get to the inn.
Helga, I believe.
Gotta talk to Helga.
Talk to Helga.
Definitely need to have some drinks.
Yeah, and you guys need to brush up on your religion. That was a close call.
Also, very funny.
You still know nothing.
I appreciate that you came with us because, man, you really added to the comedy of that routine.
Oh yeah, hey, no problem. Comedy to routine and also knowing how to get into places. This is my what I contribute.
I have learned to be Paul.
You are Paul.
You are Paul.
You're doing a great Paul.
Fantastic.
Thank you, friend Barrick.
And Saoirse is like, this is all really strange right now.
No, we've gone
right.
away. Yeah,
That's fair enough. I was just
Yeah.
like, I was trying to figure out
yeah.
a little bit about this. So you guys have walked away from Saoirse, and I don't know where you guys are heading because I don't know if you know where you're heading.
Hey, Saoirse, where's the inn?
Yeah, where do we find Helga?
Well, Helga and then are two different things, but if you want, Helga is in the northwestern part of the city or town, and you can head up towards the north. It is kind of where the smoke is coming from, up north towards the other place you were looking for.
Is the inn on fire?
Well, not anymore.
We might get a discount on the rooms.
Let's go check it out.
All right, so you guys are heading to the inn.
I think.
I imagine that really is picked up on the mics quite well.
Yeah, probably.
Get it in rhythm.
Is it just me or is Leaf seen in a slightly better mood?
A little bit, yeah. Maybe she found her fun bits.
She did spend a lot of time alone.
Or she's excited about her first horror meeting.
So you
You
guys
two are not that far from me.
We're all in the same cart together.
I like whispering.
Also note that I use the correct pronouns. So if you're giving anybody shit,
I've done all three within the last 2 minutes because I just sucked at it.
Leaf doesn't really care.
So, you guys head off towards the north. You guys do see. You guys head towards where the smoke and steam seems to be coming from, and you get to a place that is a small 2-story building.
Wait, on the way, can we ask Leaf to give us a quick breakdown of what horror is?
Absolutely.
oh yeah, tell us about horror.
Leaf, can you read us a passage about horror?
Sheep. The god Hor is the god of vengeance and strife, about retribution and war upon one's enemies. It is the approved religion of the Tenebrisian Dominion, and in spite of the localized religions having been in place long before it, it indeed has taken over and wiped them all out
Wow.
by force.
Yeah, they don't like magic that much, which means they don't like someone like me, who is essentially, made of magic.
A magical being.
Yeah.
But no magic.
Yeah.
No
like,
magic.
No,
I was born with these abilities.
It's not your fault.
You can't legislate that.
I agree.
Is what I tell every guard before they try to arrest me.
Totally agree. Also, I'm just throwing this out there, and maybe don't say it too loud, but I'm pretty sure there's no such thing as a god.
Well, that's good for us. Because I don't want to be accidentally sassing something that can
Smite you?
end up smiting me.
Yeah, that's fair.
But so far it hasn't happened, so I'm pretty sure you're right.
Anyway, back to our normal adventure.
Rascal's wager does suggest that it is better to believe in a god just in case.
I am a betting man.
I do believe in horror.
Can't I just repent on my deathbed?
This is your choice, but some gods, if they exist, may be cagier than you.
Also, Barrack, I don't think you're going to get a deathbed. Like, when it happens to you, it's going to be...
Stabby, stabby.
It's going to be very quick.
And we're going to pass the hat, and if we have enough money...
Just roll me up on a carpet and toss me off a bridge.
Okay.
I will remember that, friend Barrack.
Thank you.
Final
Actually,
wish.
you know, if
Was to be tough.
we're actually doing that, can you build a cool raft and then fire one of those flaming arrows at it while I sail out into the water?
So you want an exploding arrow
Yeah,
to hit
on the
your
raft.
funeral barge.
Yeah. Don't miss. I know you miss a lot.
Oof.
Ouch.
I really hope that's not foreshadowing, but it would make for a beautiful scene later.
Yeah, I mean, we'll do it, but
Ernest
you
just
don't
gets
have to be
quiet.
such a dick about your funeral.
My funeral, I can have what I want.
Thornus is just going to stand up. He's going to move to the back of
Sit
the
in the
cart
back.
and sit next to Leaf and sulk.
I'll come up to the front again. But
This
we
is our
make our way
sulking
to...
spot.
Yeah, you guys do make your
Take out
way
his one
to.
book.
You guys do
And
make your
we
way
took the
to
bases.
this inn, and it does seem to be quite disheveled. There's you don't see like chunks of the whole place missing, but you do see that there is some smoke rising from the top. There seems to be some. Who's going closest to the door first?
I'll go first, because I'm in a character.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Okay. 11.
11's enough, just to sort of see that you don't take the whole fine bits of the damage that's been done to the place, but when you get closer to the door, you can see that there's like gouges from, you can't really identify what, but there's definitely been some serious damage to the place.
Looks like there's been some raiding.
So this is about, what, 15 minutes after before? Because Thornus...
You guys have been,
Yeah, I do. I drink a lot, though.
Huh? See? I said it.
Oh, what
Took a while, but I said it.
what cart have I tied my horse to? Is there anyone here?
Oddly, when you go in, like you try to go for the door, it seems to be locked at the moment.
The inn has a locked door.
Bang on it. That's another option.
Okay, knock on the door. Knock, knock, knock. With my little currently dwarf arms.
You wait there, and nothing.
Would you like me to try?
Sure.
Do we...
Step back.
What's your plan, Paul?
I'm going to knock on the door.
Should we...
I want to see where this plays out.
Yeah. Let them do it.
Okay. All right.
Is there anybody around?
For the record, I was thinking... maybe
Make a
something
perception
little more
check.
subtle, but
Oh, okay. Hold on. Wait a second. Oh.
Leaf's
okay.
not waiting.
8.
Oh, nice.
Leaf.
So I roll a 19, and I'm assuming it's adding my strength.
How do you
To knock
knock
on the
on this door? It is wooden.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be though the rest of the building is quite well structured, even with the damage. The door is just a regular wooden door.
Yeah. A Leaf just goes up and takes a fist like this, and just on the flat of their fist, just like bangs on it full strength. Because they saw Slady do it and nothing happened, so you got to be louder. So.
Of course.
Explodes.
And as you do it, The first knock sort of moves the door a little bit. The second knock moves it a little bit more, and the third one just pushes it in, and it does actually also end up fracturing the door a little bit, and it just pushes back about 5.5 feet.
And I look around the street and go, "Whoops!" as loud as I possibly can.
Luckily, I mean, even though you didn't roll the greatest check, yeah, it seemed pretty clear. We'll just say.
Oh. Leaf shuffles in and picks up the door and kind of leans it as gently as possible against a wall.
So, as you get in there,
I tie up the horses.
the place is in a really horrible state. There's you can see that there's like a check-in counter over to the left of you, and to the right of you there's another sort of separate room where you can see that there's been tables knocked down, knocked over. There's a door sort of towards the back. Who knows where it leads to, but it's sort of off its hinges a little bit. And down the end of the hallway there seems to be some stairs.
I don't think we should stay here.
Hello?
This place doesn't seem in working order.
No.
And you don't...
They lost their Michelin star.
No response.
You said there was a downstairs, but not an upstairs?
An upstairs, not a downstairs.
Okay.
I'm going to take a quick look. Upstairs.
Hello?
Perhaps they are in the kitchen. And Leaf goes to the kitchen door.
To where the door over to the side is. Yeah, you open it, and as you sort of grab it, it just sort of falls to the ground with the strength that you have. It just removes off its hinges, and you see that there is the cold storage has been opened, and it seems like a lot of things have been ransacked in there. And as you head upstairs, a lot of the doors seem to be kicked in, and there does seem to be a personal living quarters that does seem to be a little bit larger, with an extra room, and there's probably in total 3 beds in that one, which is a little bit more done up than the other ones. The other ones seem to be basic places for people to stay. The other one seems to be a genuine living quarters. But they all seem to have been, the doors seem to be kicked in, open, and things have been strewn about.
Everything's broken.
I mean, to a degree. There's some stuff that are still put together, like the beds are not chopped up or anything. They're still structural, but they're messed up, and they may have been swords and stuff stabbed into them.
Can I do a quick search of the actual living quarters where people, you said, is it worth it?
I mean, if you want to do it, you roll for it.
Nope, never mind.
We should try the beds to see which one is
Softest?
just right.
Or just right, yeah.
There's 3, aren't there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, come back downstairs.
Yeah, you weren't able to find, you could see that, you could tell what the rooms were, that one of them was a genuine living quarters, the other one, it didn't seem like, one of them seemed to have some luggage in it, but it seems to be empty, and the other 2 seem to be free open rooms.
Which particular inn was this?
This was the Broken Den Inn, aptly named, of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
broken down inn.
There's nothing upstairs.
This is a sad place.
It is. I don't think we should stay here.
No.
And just as you guys are sort of having this conversation, you see in walks the same gnome you saw talking to the halfling a little bit earlier. And she's got blonde hair, she's got 2 chunky braids that sort of go down the side. She's probably about 3.5 feet tall. She's got a brown dress. She's got lace front, green undershirt, and a little bit of an apron. Yeah.
Are you Arwen?
Yeah, I am. And what are you doing in here? I thought I locked.
What are you doing in here?
We were looking for a place to stay, but it looks like your rooms aren't in working order.
I mean, after the attack that we had here, it was It's been a very difficult day. I'm really out of sorts.
I'm sorry about your doors.
We're sorry about all of your doors. All of your doors seem to be just broken.
Totally destroyed.
They were
Totally
all
broken.
broken.
They were broken when we
From
got
the
here.
start.
Yeah.
I mean, thank you. I appreciate it. But doors are the last of the issues here. But if I can get you a room, I'd be happy to. I could probably use the money right now for repairs.
Is this
I-
your building?
Yeah, it is.
It is a fine building.
It's doing fine.
The doors are
It'll
okay.
be fine again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll get through this.
One day I should be able to recoup things, and I appreciate the sentiments, but I can set you up. I'll give you a decent rate.
Because of the no doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
we
mean,
do.
I'm sure there's doors upstairs.
Yeah,
Last I
it's-
looked.
No.
I mean, they're
Really?
they're there.
She's just like really concerned, starts to run upstairs. Sir, I really appreciate not much joking right now. This is.
What happened?
We've been attacked.
By the
That-
goblins?
Yeah.
They are hungry.
You're being forced
How
to
would-
do more and more dangerous things.
I mean, that would explain a little bit.
Yeah, all your food is missing.
Yeah, they're being pushed to attack merchants and hunters and even towns.
How would you know that they're pushed to do this?
Well, what happens when an animal's territory gets threatened?
I mean, I wouldn't call a goblin an animal. That's
Okay,
very-
yeah, but it's
that's
a
little racist.
it's a metaphor. I'm talking.
Well,
I'm
concerning.
leading somewhere.
Especially as someone who also exhibits
Goblins don't
difference
have
from the
any
comics.
Yes,
doors.
I
Gotta
understand.
None.
be careful
This is
Yeah, we
this
do.
is
how we
this
speak
is
about.
this
Of
is
course,
all
but-
I look. It's been a very difficult day. I appreciate that you're having problems amongst all of you, but my children are missing. And
What?
Whoa! You didn't lead with that? You checked on the doors?
You really buried the lead.
Yeah,
And you told... Okay, let's start again.
we would love to help
We
you
can
find
help
your
you get your
missing
children back.
You're missing children.
Yeah, and in exchange for that, maybe a reduced rate on the rooms.
Yeah, that might help. And
Yeah,
then
we'll
maybe
see.
we'll put the doors back on when we get back.
What kind of mother are you?
I was gonna give you an advantage on a persuasion check, but that one kind of ruined it.
I don't need it.
No.
I absolutely
I-
don't need an advantage on that. 10, 17, no, 15 for persuasion.
I appreciate. I'll give you a reduced rate, and if you anything you can do to help, I appreciate not the judgment. It's been a very trying few days.
Well, would you like us to put the doors back on or save your children?
Yeah.
a little bit of both would.
Doors first.
You are a terrible parent. Where are your kids?
They've been taken by
Leaf
goblins.
goes and picks up the door and just like puts it in the frame, like slightly askew so it doesn't fall through, and then turns and just smiles.
Nice work.
I'm Paul.
Thank you very much, Paul. Kindness.
Do you have a direction or a person or...
Well, I'm assuming it was the Gobbies. They've taken. I mean, it's not that they've taken up, but they live in one of the mines up north.
Is it... Oh, no, I didn't write down the name.
No, we didn't get a
We
name.
didn't get it right.
Oh.
We
Do you
got
know why they
line.
would take children?
I mean, y'all seem to know a little bit more about what's going on with them than I do. You said something about hunger or
They're just pushing into new territories. There has to be a reason.
But children.
Why would they take
well, they've
children?
taken a few people in the past little while. They've made some demands, but the Dominion Guard says they can't really provide much more assistance because of the war effort.
All right, we'll go get your kids.
Yeah, we'll go get the kids. You
You fix your
start
doors.
putting doors back on.
Yes.
When we come back, make sure it's a nice place to stay.
Mhm. We will return with your children.
If you don't mind feeding the horses, the one on the left there is Dazzle, and that pretty boy is Sean.
I'll do the best I can.
Oh wait, you don't have any food. Never mind. We'll bring some food back.
Well, we got some in the cart, don't we?
Yeah.
That's
Grain
me.
or something?
Oh, do we have? Yeah.
I
Okay.
think we bought
You
some
got
grain.
meat in the cart. Don't know
No,
what you're.
I thought we bought some grain, didn't we, from a guy?
Yeah, we did.
You
Yeah,
did.
we
You did buy some
We traded
feed.
some whiskey
Yep,
for some
you did
grain.
actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So there's feed in the cart.
All right, I'm just going to drive.
Where's that
attention to
mine, by the way?
Okay. Pardon me?
Where's that mine?
Well, the convention. Excuse me, I think I swallowed chip the wrong way. Wine
Some
always
Chardonnay.
helps.
Yeah.
Chardonnay always helps. Chips going down in the wrong direction. Well, I would say it's
Is there a mine on that?
about
Yeah.
to the northeast.
Yeah. That's about what
We've got the
mine is.
Kvetchins
That's not far.
are mining out some stuff there just to help with the construction of the railway and the rail system and train.
What kind of mine is it? Platinum mine?
Diamond?
I think it tends to be a little bit more copper and silver are the veins in
It's not really
there.
a diamond.
No.
But I mean, if you're able to help, I would be most grateful.
We'll check in with the local authorities, see what this traveling band can't pull together.
Traveling band.
Oh,
That's us.
We
You
are
guys-
excellent.
We're the Buffalo
band.
Hunters.
Yeah, the Buffalo Hunters.
Traveling Buffalo Hunters.
Well, maybe if things pick up, I can hire y'all, but I don't have much
we're
of
terribly.
Oh, we
Our
charge
first
40
gig.
platinum per show.
That's pretty ridiculous.
No,
You
no,
must
we're
be well
amazing.
known.
Oh yeah, we are incredible.
I've never heard of you, but
we'll never pay that much. So she can just have the 40 platinum.
Yeah, I mean, if she does, then we'll do a show.
Yeah, we'll have to learn how to sing.
I'm Paul.
it is a pleasure to. I think I got that before. Arwen Jesko.
A pleasure to meet you, friend Arwen.
Pleasure to meet you.
We
And
should.
what are the names of your children?
The names of our children are Arlo and Ava.
We should
Well,
head
my
out just
children.
in case they're in risk of being eaten.
Time
I'm
is
sorry
of the
to say it.
essence.
Yeah.
I'd
Thank
appreciate
you.
it.
That's what I meant.
If
yeah.
you can fix the house, we will fix your family.
Thank you very much.
Can't even
That
fix
seems,
our own.
Yeah,
that
I
seems
know.
pretty,
Yes, we're gonna
pretty
try to
intense
learn.
and over the top. But if you possibly, I was just over at Helga's, and though they say they may not be able to provide any assistance, you might be able to get some coin for helping.
We certainly may.
I'm
we'll
already sitting
check
on
there.
Sean, and I'm like, we ride.
All right.
Aren't you leaving Sean here?
Yeah, we should leave the horses here.
He
We'll
said
walk
something
the
epic. I
place.
wanted to say something epic.
Okay, that's
So
great.
you-
Everybody
so
gets to
Got on
announce thing for
Sean.
sure.
Got down.
And it's tied up, and you're just
Yeah,
like,
like,
Yeah.
And then you hop off.
yeah, and then I get off. I'm like, stay here, Sean. Good boy.
You're not coming, Sean.
okay. We'll probably go about 15. Is that okay?
All right.
Okay, fair enough.
You can sleep on the way.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's very jet lagged.
Yeah, very jet lagged. We'll just go about 15 more minutes and then we will be ending the stream. Did you guys want to head over? Where did you guys want to head? In the
Do you think
direction
we need help?
of the
To
mine?
Helga.
Or did you want to head to Helga's
I think we
first?
should go to Helga's. Like, I don't think we're going to get help, but I think we'll get offer of some money.
Yeah,
Sounds
exactly.
good.
If we
Yeah,
can
yeah.
get some money
40
for it.
platinum, probably.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It seems like a
Paul's warming up for a
a
game.
well-to-do
You got
town
a
at the
beautiful
moment.
voice.
Yeah.
So Arwen has directed you over to where it is, but you guys did get sort of some general directions before, as they said it was over to the, I think, the north west side of town.
Yeah.
So you guys are you gonna leave? I'm assuming you're leaving the horses.
Yeah, we're leaving
Yeah,
the
it's not a
horses.
huge town.
No, it's not. It's not too big. It takes you roughly about 10 minutes.
But I set them each up with a feed bag.
For sure. So you head left, right, left. No stairs. Down through a corridor, but right, and then over to Helga's place. It seems to be a modest structure, but well made. It is all of a sort of brick formed there seems to be a nice wooden door that's been sanded and has some intricate carvings.
And this is essentially the police station, right?
No, this is not the police station.
Oh.
Helga's probably like some kind of town bigwig.
Yeah, like a wealthy benefactor.
So this time I bang on the door.
Philanthropist.
Helga!
And as you knock on it, it's a super sturdy door. This is like oak, essentially. As you're hitting it, and little, not expecting that, but comes to the door and opens, and you see a human male, fairly old, seems to squint a little bit. Walks with a cane, dressed in a blue overcoat. With yellow linen pants and a white shirt and ascot tied up there. The hair seems to be combed over and thinning just a little bit, but super well dressed. Yeah, and how can I help you?
Are you Helga?
Yes, and you are?
It's not how that name I was picturing.
We came from Aro and Shablabla's house.
Helga.
Oh, Helga.
Helga.
Yeah, not Helga. Yeah.
Fancy duds.
Yeah.
We just came from Arwen Shablimo's house.
The inn.
Thank you.
The
Denver?
broken den.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She sent us to you. We are going to mount a rescue for her poor children. And she said you might be able to aid us with 40 flat.
Roll a deception check.
Can I help? Can I help in any way?
How are you?
Persuasion or deception?
Deception. How are you helping?
Deception.
22.
What are you doing to help? Are you still dressed up as the? Are you still looking like the dwarf?
Yeah, I'm still the dwarf.
Puckered clothes.
Yeah, but like the big backpack.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
rubbing my hands.
Yeah, rubbing your hands for money.
Yeah, pretty much.
22.
22.
Yeah.
Well, I think we can work something out, but probably not 40 platinum.
50 will be fine, but time is of the essence.
Good negotiator.
There are assumed to be some goblins in this, so if you can bring back proof of set completion, body parts
Well, we
will
hope to bring back
suffice.
the children alive.
Yeah, would the rescue be enough?
Yeah. The plan is to get them out. Are they dead already?
No, I mean, I don't know,
We
but
hope
I
to
mean,
rescue all of
also-
those who've been kidnapped.
that is good,
Who
but
are you?
town elder.
What does that mean?
Essentially, I would say it is the mayor of the town.
Oh.
Mm.
Oh, a
I
town
see.
elder, I see. Not
Yes.
just elder.
Elder. I would be able to assist if you would show proof of set. I mean, people coming back, I can provide 25 gold per person. And if you were to exterminate some of these goblins, I would give you 15 gold per pair of toes.
Oh.
Oh, talented.
No.
Toes.
Paul's never going to agree to that.
No, a tooth is normally the
Or an ear.
What if we
I
just
mean,
get them to leave?
Well, unfortunately, teeth are not as good of an identifier as toes.
Yeah, this is gross. I don't want to do that.
I mean, fine, it's fine.
Well, we'll see if
What if we can get the entire troop of goblins
Yeah,
to
just,
leave your
just
land?
to go away.
Have you had parley with them?
There is not much communicating with the dwarfs. Or, sorry, with they. That was a very weird.
yeah. What's that
Accident.
about?
What do you
I'm
mean
a
by-
dwarf.
What I'm saying.
With the goblins. They're just, as we see, animals.
Oh.
They
Oh,
belong up,
oh.
not in
Oh.
here, and
Oh.
unfortunately.
You're racist.
Getting old makes you.
I mean,
just
have you not
young.
been attacked by.
They were
Sure.
starving.
But there's no people.
We killed 9 and then talked to the other 2.
Well, you should have probably brought
Sorry.
back some toes with you.
We can go get them. They're still there. No, actually, 2 of them explode.
So that was,
Well,
but that wasn't a racially motivated battle.
Can you just undo your shirt a little bit, please? I want to make sure you're not wearing a necklace of toes.
make a persuasion check at disadvantage just based on the after.
Damn it.
No, roll a second
again?
just to see how much worse it gets.
Did I get worse?
Wait, did you say I get +5 for this?
No, that's +6.
Yeah, but you said the circle with the ring.
Oh no, that just adds your proficiency twice. So
Oh, okay.
11 is his lowest.
11. I am not I'm not accustomed to taking off my clothes in front of strangers, so I am not going to brandish. This is all I will show.
That's all I need. I just want to make sure this isn't like a weird toe hunt for you.
It is not a weird toe hunt, but how else are you going to prove that you get rid of these? If you can, as you have stated,
What
parlay and make sure that they are no longer a threat.
What if my friend Paul here creates a painting
Of
as
the
they're
leader.
walking away from your town? It would almost be like a picture of what happened.
But what is stopping you from just painting a pretty picture
Paul
of
can-
nothing that
Paul
happened?
can
Leaf
only...
steps forward, their full height above him, and just says, "Our word."
Ooh.
Are you trying to
Intimidate.
Intimidate?
Yeah.
Roll an intimidation check.
13.
13, kind of a little bit short. So, though I appreciate the sentiment, I would require probably the word of Castet over at the Kovetchin mines. And if you have managed to steal or take any or kill any of these beasts, to send their toes our way.
Gross.
Toes it is.
I guess. I don't want to give this racist old man anything.
Yeah, well, we want to save the people first.
Let's go get the kids and then we'll worry about the
Don't worry
toes.
about
Yes,
that.
and
I feel like right now one of those kids would be getting murdered. We should go.
We should probably go.
Yeah.
I mean, what the goblins are doing is not good.
I've still got the meat in my backpack. We can give them some meat.
honestly, that's probably one of the best things we can do is have a little bit of a parlay.
Thank you for your time. We
Thank you.
will return.
Thank you
And
very
closes
much.
the door on
Paul.
you.
You just hear Paul. And
It is wise to close doors before having private conversation.
You know what?
That's a good
This
point.
you're very practical, and
That's
I
very
appreciate that.
I am now straddling the horse chain up thing outside this person's house, and I'm like, we ride.
so, with that being said, I think we can sort of conclude the session for the night as you guys will head towards the potential of the Kovetchin mines. But I think that was a good session, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming along.
Thank
Thank
you guys
you.
for joining us. We appreciate it. We love and appreciate the support. So thank you again. And hopefully we will see you all next Monday. Finally, something to look forward to on Mondays, right, guys? Bye.
Bye.
Hi.
See you later.